I'm about to start doing 2 wardrobe changes per show.
That's fire. Man? That's actually a good idea. Do wardrobe changes mid-interview.
Yeah, man.
All right, we live.
Where we at with it? Trap shit. Truth Be Told, episode what?
I think there's 14, 15.
Damn, we that deep?
I know.
God, dang, all right. Well, Truth Be Told, episode 14 or 15. We'll title it however y'all see it. You know what I mean? Very special guest, man. J400 Block.
Yo.
A man that's known to not pull no punches when it comes to this battle rap shit. So this is gonna be a good one, y'all.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, man? Shit, we got a hell of a lot to talk about, man. First of all, let's start off with the Rex joint just dropped.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
No, hold on. I'm sorry, Mercy. I'm sorry. Before we get to that, I gotta get something off my chest.
Go ahead.
First of all, I gotta talk about this tournament. I have my bread on Fonz. Fonz is still in it. Salute to Fonz, Cleveland. What up? Got my money on Fonz to win the whole shit. I gotta call out somebody. I'm not gonna hold no punches. Squeak, I'm disappointed in you, my nigga. You know what I mean? 25,000 on the line, and I'm hearing you choking and stumbling. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got 25K on the line. For a lot of niggas, that's a lot of money. We ain't gonna front you all know niggas ain't rich. That you can give your mama that kind of money for her to go buy a new bag or a new car. So we ain't gonna front like you don't need that shit. So you got 25,000 on the line. It shouldn't be no stumbling, no fumbling, no stuttering, no choking, no nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we are big advocates of new talent here at the Trap, but y'all gotta give us something to work with, my nigga. Like, there's no reason why anybody with $25,000 on the line should be stumbling. Get it together, my G. Real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, man. 25,000, a lot of money. A lot of money, especially, new niggas ain't getting paid nowhere near that.
At all.
Like they not getting paid even a tenth of that.
Nigga, you should remember every word, nigga. Like, the fuck is you doing, yo?
Yeah. You can't do that choking shit during the tournament, man. Not for
we be trying to be advocates for the new talent here, but come on, man. Y'all gotta give us something to work with now, yo. Real talk, man.
Nah, the tournament part, I'm not sure if it's tomorrow or next week. I forgot what date they're supposed to be doing the rest of the joints. But I know last week they did some of them. They did it was the last 2 weeks. The week before they did one side of the bracket, and then last week they did the other side.
But I had Fonz. Squeako was my second, but I'm disappointed in Squeako. You know what I mean? I heard there was a couple of more niggas that was in there stumbling too, but we'll get to that another time. You know what I mean? But that's what it. But let me, Jay, why is it J400 in that tournament?
No. Just no. Like, I was fucking like, you on peso, you do me for how long? Like, no. Like, it goes against, I ain't gonna say go against what I believe in, but them ain't, I'll put it like this. I've been around long enough, so some shit like that, it would be cool for me to do it. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not chasing what they're chasing in battle rap. Like, they trying to chase something in battle rap. Like, I ain't really, I'm kind of like solidified. I ain't do no gnomes and no shit, but pretty much everybody in the culture know who I am, whether it's interviews, battling, whatever the case may be. So a lot of that shit, I wouldn't even indulge in that shit because it's different. It's even for me. Like, I see a lot of top tier guys asking for entry fees.
Right.
So it's like it. And then you got guys in the middle, like I always say, the danger zones, the guys in that, we know them, but it's like we ain't get the super breakout. So it's like you still got to pay those type of guys.
Yeah,
so for me, it's like it's more of a
man. Like
sometimes like a business thing.
Sometimes you get caught up in that middle lane, to where it's like niggas feel like you solidified, but you still gotta do a little more.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So how do you navigate from there? Like, how do you navigate between feeling like you too big to do a crucible or do a tournament, but you still need a little bit more work to get to a Norm or Summer Madness? Like, how do you like navigate your career from there? Like, where do you feel like you need to go, or what do you feel like needs to be done to get to that next level?
Y'all know me for too long. I can't even answer that because it's like I for my career, I've chose my own destiny every battle. So it's like it's different for me. A lot of these dudes, they be having 3 battles and 4 battles to get themselves situated and all that shit.
Right.
Nah, I go battle by battle, and depending on my last performances and how them shits add up, that's how I get booked. So it's different for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just try to get in where I fit in. If you want to just, you know what I'm saying, long story short, just get in where I fit in, man. And when the business is right, just take advantage of that opportunity.
So while we on this topic, we know that pretty much the PGs got done and over with, you know, with the whole Norbes leaving. It's the Crucible, but between
Norbes getting escorted out the building.
Yeah, bro.
They got the whole Crucible process now. Where does that leave J400 as far as URL? Like, what's going to be the next step? Like, in terms of getting you, keeping you on the platform.
I don't get called for shit like that, so I don't know. I don't get disrespected like that. Like, I just got a call from before the wreck shit dropped because niggas behind the scenes seen it and knew what the fuck the reaction was gonna be. So it's like, nah, we gonna go off of that. Like, that's just how I move. Like, we just gonna go off of that. As far as the Crucible,
because Jay's career really never been dependent on one specific league. Like, Jay always moved how he wanted to move. Like, we like, he come from Newark, he come through the ranks at UW, and then from there he pretty much just always moved wherever he wanted to move. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to be fair in that regards. I don't want it to be put out there as if his career is dependent on one person giving him a phone call. You know what I mean? It's definitely not.
I understand the peso, but you know,
we was gonna go into that. So let's talk about the Rex battle, which just dropped. Me personally, I thought it was crazy. Just I got super hyped when I seen the Twiz joint at the beginning. Like, you know, I'm from that era of, you know, watching URL battles when Twiz first started shooting, and just seeing that, I'm like, wait a minute, the hell is about to happen here?
And we gotta take a second to give Twiz his flowers, because Twiz is a mastermind with the camera. But for those who don't know, Twiz was the early visual guy behind a lot of the things you've seen with URL, Block City, and a lot of things in battle rap early on. So we got to give Twiz his flowers.
400 Block TV first.
Yeah, okay, all right.
So I don't want niggas to ever, like, because niggas don't get a history lesson. I could get more of a history lesson on y'all show because y'all asked the right questions. Like, 400 Block TV first.
Okay,
so that's why I want everybody to understand, when you seen Twiz pop up in the front of my shit, you should be excited, but not because he just do battle rap shit. He was with me from the beginning. Anybody can tell you this. Like, he was with me from the beginning. So that was just more so to let niggas know, like, y'all ain't the only ones that control shit around here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not in that manner, but like, nigga, this is my real friend. Like, in real life. Like, I pull up, I go see his kids, Pop won the game, shit. Like, I really pull up on him. So we just did that on some, let's have fun with it. And that shit came out crazy. You know what I'm saying? Put a couple dollars in my man pocket, and we kept it in-house.
In that regards, I definitely want to take it back, because a lot of people don't know, even before you became a figure on the scene in battle rap, you was always around when it came to that Newark scene. You know what I mean? Like, going back to Block City. You know what I mean? So let's take it back to that time. I definitely want to give a history lesson, as you said, so people know. What was it like just seeing Newark become such a foundation in battle rap at that time? Take us back to that Block City time. What was you seeing early on?
Early, I just told Math the other day, like, I never thought we would get, y'all could attest for this, y'all been around early enough. Never thought battle rap would get to a place where it's at. So me personally, it's just like, okay, now the best niggas from my city, we getting to meet each other now. Now we get to meet each other, and now you come from your block, because Newark is different from like a Harlem or Bronx or Chicago or Detroit. Like, you're not just walking the niggas' blocks and rapping. Like, you're not just going to niggas' hoods and saying, yo, I want to battle your man, and you think you're gonna walk away from that block after you won. Like, it's really that. Nah, it's really like it's crazy like that. So it's like to see Arsenal do what he did at that particular time, it was like that shit. We was like, damn, cuz doing something different. Shout out to him. We still wasn't thinking about it though. Like, we was just on some shit like, okay, he's opening the door to get like Newark and New Jersey some light.
Yo,
let's
you know
just
what's
continue
crazy?
with the rap
not
shit.
Not to cut you off, Jay. Early on, Arsenal really, niggas didn't know Newark niggas for even rapping. We just all thought y'all niggas just killers and fucking assassins and Muslims. That's all we knew y'all niggas for. Real talk, like,
that's the
you mixed this up
for
Philly, man.
For, yo.
You mixed this up for Philly, man. Shout out to my Philly
I'm
niggas,
keeping it a buck, my nigga. That's all I'm just talking as a street nigga. That's all I knew niggas for. Is being killers, assassins, and Muslims. That's all I knew Newark niggas for. I didn't even know niggas out there rapped. You know what I mean? So Arsenal was the first nigga to really come through and be like, yo, we do this too. Like, we nice at this. You know what I mean? And then from there, all due respect to him, and I don't want to leave nobody up. My personal opinion, I feel like he kicked open the door for battle rap in Newark.
Yeah, he did. Because you gotta think, we had other big names in the city, but they were doing other things. Like, they was like Avalanche was worldwide with the battle shit.
That's a fact. Salute the Avalanche. That's a fact.
And he's a different type. Like, he come from that era in Newark. He wasn't part of the color bang. Like, he don't come from that. Like, his hood is what it is, but he didn't come from that. So he was able to be able to go around and do different shit. But at the same time, you know, Newark niggas, we got a stamp on us, man, for like making trouble and shit. So it was rough for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we had a lot of niggas. The nigga Hami Ham, niggas didn't know he was from out here. Piff James. We had a lot of dudes. They was fucking with the grind time shit though, like Piff James and Hami Ham and shit. But Ars was the one, like, when you see his battles, it's like, okay, we finally got one. It was one of those, we got a Mooks, we got a Lux.
He made it known he was from Newark.
Yeah, we got one of our own. So when we was doing Block City, I think the only person we all knew of going into it was O-Red. Like, he's the only one that probably had the battle rap name. Speed. People don't know that Speed was popping, like, at the early time. Like, Speed was somebody you had to get a battle. He from EO. But everything of business that Speed did was in Newark. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was part of Undeniable TV with Dash. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met Speed. But Speed was already his own entity. O-Red was already his own. And Arsenal kicked down the door, so it was just opening up more floodgates for niggas and shit. And in the beginning, it wasn't too much of like me, Suge, Surf, Young Gregs, and all them niggas. It was like niggas that was close to Ars and shit, like the Mikey Moolahs and them type of niggas that was getting the opportunity. And them niggas could really rap, but the battle shit just wasn't, you know what I'm saying, they thing.
So as you looking at it, as it's transitioning into Newark becoming like a fixture for battle rap, what's your thoughts? Because you're still not like battle rapping yet. So what's your thoughts at that time? Just looking at the scene, like, yo, my city's really buzzing in this shit right now.
I was just thinking, like, where do we go next after we beat up on each other? Like, we gonna battle each other, niggas gonna see it, then what's next? It just so happened that I think Ars had like a show, but at that time, like I said, we was just scoping the scene out. Like, me and Suge, our homie brought us to the store. He knew Hazy Root. Him and my man Lil Bro, they knew, AD and my man Lil Bro, they knew Hazy Root. Introduced me and Suge, like, yo, I got some niggas from my block. Nobody from my block. They just thought me and Suge had bars that can go to anything. So if it came to a battle, they like, all right, we sending them niggas.
Yeah,
they got the battle bars.
Ahdi Boom, another nigga we gotta give his flowers to, man, because that's a nigga.
Yeah, gotta give his flowers too. And the crazy part about him is me meeting him at that time, like everybody was in the streets, but he was, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
His name is Hazy now for a reason. Like that's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. Real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
so at the time I met Hazy, like that's the type of time they was on. Like our security was them niggas. So
yeah.
Like at that time, it was just like, yo, are we gonna really get a chance? And sure and behold, Lux and them came down to a show with ours. They seen Surf.
I remember. Yep.
Once they seen Surf,
yep.
That's when me and Suge felt like, okay, like nah, nigga, y'all not getting everybody. How y'all forget us? You can go back and look at the dashboard where we in the hood in the fucking hallway in the building, floor 24. Niggas is like, yo, how you come to Newark? You ain't come see me. And I'm standing right there co-signing with the homie, like, y'all niggas gotta come here. Like,
and let me tell you something, man. When I remember, Lux came back to the town.
Yeah.
He was like, yo,
shout out to Lux,
shit
man.
going on in Newark, yo. Like, he was like, yo, I ain't talking about like no strip, I'm talking about battle rap. They got a whole wave out there going on right now, yo.
And the crazy part was, like, we didn't know, like, they was looking. So, like, even with it not being our league, him just coming by, stopping by, and being affiliated with Haji and all them, it made them look. So I don't know how Norbes and Surf became cool, but Norbes found that little nigga. They got attached. Suge talked hella shit. They did Suge crazy. Like, Suge was supposed to battle Lotta Zay. He ended up battling, I think, Holly Hood. But what people don't know is he only had 4 days to prepare. Like, they called him, like, they said, yo, you talking shit, bro? Who the fuck is you? Okay, you gotta battle Lotta Zay outside, whatever.
Hold on. We skipping over a part, though, because Surf at that time was like the next nigga crowned, right? Like, because Lux and Goods both came back to New York, and they was like, yo, there's this nigga named Tsu Surf. Yeah, that's about to be that next nigga. This is like Arsenal's already off and running. Arsenal's 10
he's the nigga already. Arsenal was the nigga already.
Right, Arsenal's already off and running, right? So the next nigga after that is Tsu Surf. You know what I mean? And they come back, they're like, yo, there's this nigga in Newark. Matter of fact, Goods had took me and Clips out to Newark.
Okay.
Just to see what was going on out there. I forgot what event it was. It was one of the, I don't even know if it was you Dub at that time. I think it was the Ultimate Warrior. But it was an early Ultimate Warrior event. Yeah. And Goods personally picked up me and Clips, and he brought us out to Newark just to see the scene that was going on out there, because we had no clue. You know what I mean? And it was fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, just to see the energy that was out there. Because like I said, we in a car, every nigga had a gun on them in the car, because we know we going to Newark, New Jersey. That's what, like, because we know what them niggas is known for out there.
And you know what's crazy? Everybody at the event had one on them too, so it didn't matter. Like, at that event, at that time, because that was at the DM Lounge.
Yeah,
that was at the DM Lounge down in the net. Yeah, niggas wasn't going down there playing. You know what the fuck? Niggas know what's around. If you from North, you know what the fuck down bottom. You know what's down bottom. You know the homies is down bottom. Shout out to the homies, but there's a lot of shit be going on, and it's crazy that y'all at that time y'all was coming out to see that shit, because I was still at that time. Yo, being honest, me and Suge was still like watching that shit. Like when it popped out on YouTube, like we'd be in the mix, but we wouldn't be at these places where everybody at. So when we would see it, it would just be like, what? Like, these niggas really forgetting us? Like, what's wrong with you niggas? Like,
but I do want to say it was all love. It was
always love, but
it was all love. Like, you know what I mean?
That the thing that really changed it for us was just seeing where it was going at a time. It was just like, okay, we coming up with this nigga, he next. Oh, I gotta be my turn. It was just, and then everybody was just falling in line. It was Surf, Red, like I said, Red already was kind of established. Then the next person was Suge. Then after that, we kind of take a break.
Like, yo, we got something, yo. Like, when was that moment we was like, yo, we got something out here?
Once Suge battled Hollywood. Because for me, like, you gotta think, I'm connected to all these niggas, but me and Suge are really the real, like, that's my close, like, day one. You know what I'm saying? Right. Him. And Arsenal is the second closest because me and his cousin is like, that's my right hand. So it's certain battles you see certain niggas, that's his family. So it, like, when I just started seeing them get the just due, like, everybody started knowing their name and shit like that. Anywhere we went, I'm like, all right, this shit really kicking up. Now it's time to turn up. And at that time, I didn't even care to rap no more. Like, no bullshit. I was on some militant shit. I didn't care to rap no more. I'm like, oh, nah, Suge hot. We in here. What's up?
Right.
Like, I'm pushing for my man. Like, if I gotta rap, I'll rap. But that's what they doing. Like, they here to kill.
You know what's crazy? I'm in there with my man Shatik, right? I'm out there at the event. My man Shatik in there. Wherever I go, I always make sure I'm passionate with somebody from the town. So I'm in there with my man Shatik. And I'm like, yo, we got the hammers on us. We good. You like, nigga, you ain't even got to worry about that because these niggas all in here got problems with each other. It's like, that's when I found there's like politics within the town out there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but it's because it's so, like, when shit like that go on in the hood here.
Let me not cut you off. Like, not to cut you off. When I come from New York, right, my mind is like, all right, Newark is all one city. You understand what I'm saying?
It is, but it's broken down in the wards, and then you got niggas in certain gangs, and that's where they at. Like, so we from the South Ward, like, so that's closer to like Hillside, Irvington, Elizabeth. You got niggas from the West Ward. They close to Irvington, but they closer to the Oranges, East Orange, South Orange, West Orange. But then you got the North Ward niggas. That's with that's Hazy in them sides. 7-5. You got it's mad shit. Like, Newark is bigger than what niggas think. Then you got the Central Ward. That's just the pits of Newark. It's nothing surrounding that but Newark. Like, that's all the number blocks. And then you got the East Ward where we's doing the battles at down bottom.
Even in the event, you can see every section, like, niggas is grouped off into wherever hood they from.
At that time, hell yeah, because niggas didn't, like, even though it was rap, like, it wasn't open like New York. Like, y'all niggas was really pulling up the niggas' blocks and y'all could get that shit off fairly competition. You not just pulling up on a nigga. So now you putting these same niggas from different hoods in one fucking building. Mm-hmm. Like, you putting them in one building, and niggas got real. Like, Newark was wild to me because it's like, yo, we really made it this far. Niggas was wilding in these events, like, not wilding like fighting and shit, but the way niggas was militant in them events, it's like, this shit was crazy.
Because you can tell at that time, even at that time, niggas was still trying to fill out the battle rap shit. Like, you could tell niggas was still trying to fill it out. Like, you know what I mean?
They didn't know if shit was real. They didn't know if shit was real. So a nigga say, yo, your mother sucked. A homie might not be off that because he really know your mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might call her auntie. So now it's really on when you step off stage. And we had to start learning. It took a while for Newark to really, like, y'all seen that on the major stages, and we had to embrace the shit. Like,
like,
really come collectively.
So just going forward, you're so point to where, you know, and Mercy, if I'm skipping over anything, let me know. I just want to get the back of the town because I don't think people really know how, like, intricate of a story Newark has when it comes to battle rap. You know what I mean? Yeah. And as time goes on, right, you know, people like Tsu Surf, O-Red, Shotgun Suge, Arsenal, obviously, they tend to become household names. You know what I mean? So now at this point, Newark has a foothold when it comes to battle rap. Like, they're a city on the map when it comes to battle rap. You know what I mean? So when does J400 Block say, you know what, let me start fucking with this shit?
I mean, you know what's crazy? I think people forget. Like, people, like, really, really forget. Now, I just battled Rex, right?
Right.
I was supposed to battle him on a pre-made card in my city.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
At a time where I was rolling. Like, Twerk was just getting his name up. So niggas forget when they was talking, yo, 5. They wasn't talking 5 from Jersey. They was just talking to 5 Newark niggas. I became that 5th nigga, and niggas really forget that this was the conversation for like a whole 2 fucking years. Like 16, 17, even 15, because you gotta think I battled Bill Collector. After Rosenberg, niggas they didn't really understand it. But then by Bill Collector, it was like, okay, Now niggas is behind me.
Yeah, that bill collector battle did a whole lot.
Did a whole
Right.
lot for me. So it was like once I battled bill collector,
Let's
and then I had show off. Yeah, RBE definitely. They definitely. But like I said, that goes in 50-50. That's why I say I appreciate ARP. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a 50-50 thing. A lot of niggas would be like, well, you need to give them his credit because he took and gave you an opportunity when nobody else would. Not necessarily. Like, he was with giving me an opportunity, but he just kept saying it had to make sense. Rosenberg Raw actually went to him and said, yo, I'll really battle that nigga. And that's what happened. And it was like, okay, I'm gonna just seize the opportunity. And that's all I was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just seized that. And at that point, like Mercy said, after bill collector, shit changed for me. That's why it's like, nigga, everybody was hit. Like, people forget this. Like, all this 400 interview shit came because I took a year off really in 18.
But I just want to know, like, who's the first person in your ear like, yo, man, you need to start doing this shit?
I don't want to say start doing it, but taking it serious, my man, it was just a point in time where I was just watching battle rap and niggas was so ass. And it was like after Briz and Top and them like solidified theyself like chess, and I was just watching, it was a gap. Like, it was no talent. Like, it was just, we rotating niggas. If you a vet, yo, come give a little nigga a shot.
Listen, man, I remember the D-Boy battle when you kicked his ass.
And that's what I mean. With me, it's always been me being me. Like, if I'm watching a business and I'm a businessman myself with my own business, people got to understand it's certain shit I understand. I'm not going to stand for that. Like, if you telling me one thing and we got it set up like this, and then the next time around it's not like that, of course I'm not. I'm not showing up. I'm not doing none of that shit because that's not what we agreed upon. And that was kind of like what really fucked me up. So my man, you see him stand with Suge a lot. My man KY and my man GT Jack was the ones that said, yo, if you gonna hop back in this shit, don't play with niggas, man. Find a niche and find it quick because you a veteran. Like, you don't have time to really find nothing else. Like, you know how to do everything. Like, you've been around these niggas. You've been around these niggas. Niggas came to you when you wasn't rapping, coming for expertise. So it's at this time, he like, yo, if you gonna do it for yourself. Like, and I
definitely want to say, man, I felt like you came in as a student of the game. Like, you definitely came in like pretty good at this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just come in this shit trying to figure it out. But you came in a little bit more seasoned than most. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, what was some of, like, behind the scenes, just what were some of the things you were seeing that made you feel like, yo, I could do this shit, yo?
Niggas wasn't good. Like, that was just, it's hard, Peso. Like, niggas wasn't good. Like, how else do you explain it? Like, if you watching niggas, right? Like, you, like, it was times where, that's why I hate when niggas be like, politics. Yeah, it's not just what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at that time, I wasn't really understanding. Like, I'm just like, yo, like, I'm killing niggas. Y'all telling me all I got to do is kill niggas and this is next. This is not happening like that. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And me speaking up always been like, how you see me in the interviews, yeah, I do this shit behind the scenes too, bro. Like, if that's how I feel, but it's more professional behind the scenes. It ain't really, you know, the entertainment side, like when I do the interviews. It's more professional. You know what I'm saying? I try to leave it there, though. Because at the end of the day, you never know. Like, you got to think I work with different leagues.
Yeah.
I don't just work with one, so I can't really, like, go at niggas and shit like that. If I just feel uncomfortable, I just walk away. I don't got to say shit. Like, it is what it is. Like, and then time will heal everything, and then niggas will come right back around, and we can start over again. If not, you know, more power to you. I just so happen to get lucky and make a name for myself and really get back out there. And niggas say, you know what, we gonna start fucking with Jay.
I got you. Go ahead, Mercy.
Okay, so all right. On Block City, you battled Amazing D-Boy. Kicked his ass. I remember that one. I think that was the first battle I actually seen you in.
Okay. Damn, that was like 2011.
What was it? You that who did you battle Just Juice, was it?
Yeah, right after him. I battled Just Juice like that January or some shit.
Okay. And at what point do you make the transition to UW?
I didn't get on UW till 2000 and was it that same year? I think it was that same year.
Because I think it just was a thing where Block City had took some time off and then
they took some time off and they did one more event. They did Suge and Lotta Zay because I battled Lance, I think, right after Just Juice. But I took that whole year off. I battled Just Juice in January. And then Block City wasn't really doing shit. And then when they threw like that anniversary event with all of us that been on Block City, it was basically like, all right, that's the last real card they're gonna have. Did that shit. And then it was just like, what the fuck? I didn't know
you
what
was just like in
come.
limbo, like you ain't know what the next move was gonna be.
Suge ended up battling Rosenberg Raw. Like a lot of shit like that, my whole 2013 and 14, the shift was crazy. And it happened in a year's time. Like it really was a year from the date. Like, boom. 13, I battled them two niggas. It was just a terrible year. I'm like, yo, I'm not battling. Niggas not booking me. This might be it. I had that talk with my mans and them. I had set the Rosenberg shit up. And I think L Wisdom ended up hitting me like in the middle of that shit. Like he hit me when the trailer came out and he was like, yo, you my man, yo, you know, I love your shit. Like I always wanted you on the UW big stage. Like, yo, I'm about to do something small. You could be the main event. It'd be like a one-off. You know what I'm saying? Do this for me, please. I'm like, oh, I don't really, nah. Like UW, like on some draft shit, you know, like, why you disrespecting me? Like, that's how I felt. Like, yo, why you like really like, are we really serious? If you telling me you like my shit and you seen all the shit I've been through these prior 3 years, why are you trying to give me something that don't matter?
Right.
And then when I looked at the situation,
like when you gotta stand it.
So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Then the price he offered me, I'm like, yo, why can't you give me what I asked? Oh, this what I, no problem. I wrote the first round in 15 minutes. I immediately called him and rapped the round. He sent me every last dollar that I wanted, and that's how UW started. That's how my trip on UW started. That's how that happened. That nigga, he heard I called him, I said, listen to this. He heard the first round and said, yo, nobody can get out that shit. Nobody. I said, I know they can't. Why are you playing? He sent that extra, he sent everything I asked for, and then I did the damn bars battle, and that, I just kept that going on my own. So when people say the UW, like the first couple battles I did on UW, I did that on my own. Like, okay. L asked me to do a favor, and then the second one against Ahdi Boom, I set that up.
Okay.
I just got Ars approval on that. I just asked Ars, like, yo, could we do that? You know what I'm saying? L said it's cool. If you cool with it, I'll bless you like I did the damn bars. He said that's cool. It's keeping the lead up. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept doing those little shits until they had a big car.
Okay. Let me ask you, you didn't have a PG at around this time?
No. The only PG I had was in 2012 against AR-16.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's
battle Johnny Alcatraz. I fucking destroyed AR-16. Like very, very fucking bad. I'll put it to you like this: if this Twiz was there, that shit would have been out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at that time, that's when everybody was. See, the politics for me was early because I got to see niggas' true colors early.
So how'd that call come about? How'd you get the call to do that PG battle? Because that's when only nice niggas was getting PGs. Everybody wasn't getting that.
I got called when they made the PGs. I got called. He said, yo, do me a favor. I need you right now. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? He said, yo, come battle Rosenberg one round for me. And I looked at Suge and I said, Norbes, what are we doing? Like, what's the bread like? And he looking like, oh, what the fuck? But you gotta think at this time, but you gotta think where I'm coming from. We still young. My man has been getting paid for about a year now. And you're asking me to do a favor and you know who I am. So it's like, hey, yo, just make sure I got something to get out there with. Yo, I can't pay you right now. You know I'm trying to do something and starting off. And like I said, these are the beginning days. He like, yo, I'm trying to get. So I'm like, bro, I'm not leaving no money. Like, I'm literally sitting next to Suge. We're making money. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm not going to stop this to go do that. Like, I'm not these niggas. Like, it's not that important for me. Like, I love to rap. I had 5 minutes for Rosa. I had a round for him because I was supposed to battle him on Block City. This was 2011. I got that call. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to battle the same day Clean battle B Magic.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was the first PG joint.
Exactly. So it's like I've been getting called for them. It was just bad timing. Then you can go check this if you could still find the flyer. I had the main event for a PG card in Chicago versus the nigga Pooh Bear when Danger Zone, this how Danger Zone popped. Him and Cash Eaton ended up being the main event.
Right. Yeah.
Chilla Jones, he popped because I turned that down. See, this is what people don't know. So when they talk shit to me, it'd be like, this is at a time where I didn't understand. Like I was getting, put it like this, I was getting ran around for bullshit. And I wasn't off it early. Like, cause I could see it was bullshit. Like the Cash Eaton battle, I was supposed to battle him for 3 months on the PGs. Main event shit. You know, the shit with Detroit was big. Suge and Cal. Cash Eaton was his man. He was the first one saying landslide. I just started my little how you gonna act. So it was like, all right, boom, we gonna do this. Norbes never fucking gave a date. He had a date, we missed that date. He gave another date, he pushed it back again, and I'm like, man, I'm not about to chase that shit. So when Cash Eaton seen me the day before he battled Chilla, because Chilla was supposed to battle like when Big K battled somebody and smoked him, half past dead or some shit.
7:30, yeah.
Me and Cash Eaton could have made it up that night. But with me not knowing, I didn't prep that week. I could have prepped that week and been ready. I didn't prep that week, so it was like, come on, son, I'm here. You know, I'm here supporting my man, bro. His PG back. Like, what are you doing, Norbes? Like, you want some bullshit. Chilla didn't make it that night. So they put Chilla and Cash Eaton on that card. That's how Chilla became who he was. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I can't say the opportunities wasn't there. It was just at a time I was young. I was dumb. Who the fuck knew this game would be where it's at today? You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, man, listen, bro, like I'm just trying to make this shit make sense.
I think that's another thing that gets lost in the sauce. Like, people don't know that you was getting those calls. Like, people just think you kind of like just almost came out of nowhere. Like,
but hey, Mercy, you know why I be wilding on niggas? Because I tell niggas I don't like to talk shit unless I could back it up. My shit is all documented though. Like, these is things you could bring up. Heavy Bags was the one that showed me probably, I think it was last year. He like, yo, you really fucking been around. And he showed me the flyer of me and Pooh Bear and shit in Chicago and shit. And I had to tell him about that. I'm like, yo, if it wasn't for Miss Gracie, I don't think I really would have had a shot. Like my name getting out there. Even though I battled on Block City, Miss Gracie was the one that put the word out in the battle coach, like, yo, this nigga's fire. Y'all need to fuck with him. She put it out there. So it was like, it was just, and then shit, you know, business, like you said, relationships get torn between certain people. So then call stop. You know what I'm saying? Call stop. So it was more so, it was a learning process for everybody. That's why when I look at niggas bashing Norbes and shit now, I'll be like, yeah, I understand because I was there at one point, but the game wasn't as big. So you watching niggas like, we all changing at the same time. Mind you, I'm 32 right now. At this time, this is 10 years ago. I'm 22, 23 years old. I was on a whole different type time with niggas. Like a whole different type time. Like, and that's just where shit went left in my career. The whole, like, to just sum that up in a nutshell for people to know. My shit came for standing on what the fuck I believe in from the beginning, because I'm still that way to today.
I think,
but I got a reason for it today, though.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like, let me know if I'm skipping over anything, Mercy. I feel like your breakout battle for me was the K-Shine battle,
and that's how I feel. Actually, I feel like for the world.
Yeah, I feel like that was that battle that solidified you for real, for real. You know what I mean? Going into that one, what was your thoughts going into that one? How was you feeling going into that battle? Because K-Shine at this time of season.
At that time, I was hot though.
Okay, yeah, definitely knew it coming up. Yeah.
So I wasn't really like, I didn't look over Sean because I know, I'm a vet. He's a veteran, but he's the household name. I'm just a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta really still show these niggas like I'm new. So my whole thing was with Sean was, even if this battle don't come out how I want it to, I'm gonna make a statement in this shit. Like, I'm gonna make a statement to let niggas know, like, yo, we should have been fucking with him. So when niggas seen me like slip up in the third and shit like that, they like, oh man, this is why he don't get his. Nah, bro. I seen a lot of niggas when the spotlight was on, that was their first opportunity. They did the same fucking thing. You brought them back and they killed. You know what I'm saying? So that was really the thing with the Sean shit that just really just rubbed me the wrong way. Like, damn, like, I know I could get booked over here at UW again. But like the people looking at it like, oh, that was my big break. Well, y'all wasn't complaining. I just had 2 years prior to this, 3 straight years without a choke or nothing, 4 or 5. It's a long time to go without choking. So I'm like, yo, all right, cool. After that happened, I felt like that broke me out because the people, like you said, Peso, the people really start fucking with me because that's a notable name. Yeah, and it came out, that was, and I can say the promo was right for that. That they did the right things for me with that battle. So I could never take that away. That's why I love UW for that. That battle particular. That was, at that point, too, that was one of my highest paid joints. I got paid real good for K-Shine, like real good. Like I was one of them niggas. So that's why I say that whole setup was good for me.
I got you. All right, go ahead, Mercy.
Okay. So after the K-Shine battle, was that when you got back on URL after that battle? Yo.
I think this shit blanked out for a minute.
His camera off. I don't know. Unless you got a phone call or something.
Yeah, probably. Ooh, shit. Okay. Stay tuned, y'all. We still got a lot more we're gonna get into.
Yeah. We got a lot. Oh, damn.
They gonna come back.
Let me see. Yeah, man. Yeah, this JC backing out on Loso is crazy. And Loso said they ain't even getting a reason or nothing.
You know, and I feel for Loso because, it's about his second or third back out. So, you know what I mean? He was just talking to us about niggas backing out on him when he was on this show. So, salute to Loso, man. Stay steady in what you're doing, man. Trust me, all of this is gonna come back around. Real talk.
Let me see there.
Just waiting for J400 to come back, y'all. Give us a second. Technical difficulties.
So yeah, the exact post that Loso made, unfortunately my opponent didn't show up today. Gave no excuse, lied, and was on the stream last night laughing and making a mockery of me. The worst part, preparing material, countless hours of rehearsing, time away from family, only to have someone not show up is disrespectful. It's not even about him though. I was excited for all my fans to hear his new material, and that's what pissed me off the most. All things work together.
Hey, listen, man. One thing battle rap needs to stop doing is stop making excuses for grown men not keeping their word.
Yeah.
Man, that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Like, you're a grown man, you say you're gonna do something, just do it. Period. I'm not big on grown men making excuses. I'm just not big on it. You know what I mean?
All right, here goes Jay.
All right, let's get it.
Good.
Yup.
All right, bet.
Yeah, we back. We good. All right, so yeah, we was talking about after you dub, this is when you got back on URL, right? After the K-Shine battle.
Nah, I did. I got back on URL after. I was actually supposed to be on URL. I did Dre Dennis before the K-Shine battle. I announced my K-Shine battle right after Dre Dennis.
Oh, okay. So what was
I actually had Dre before that.
Before K-Shine?
Yeah, that was on like Born Legacy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Born Legacy 3.
Yeah, I remember that.
What was that called like? Like who called you to get that one set up?
I was at the Tink and Mike P battle when Tink threw the shot, and I'm like, oh, all right, I must be popping.
Yeah, Tink threw a crazy shot at you. I don't think he was a fan.
He tried to get you out of there.
And it went crazy, but it went crazy. So, and I'm
hold on, before we even go any further, what was that about, though?
I really don't know. I mean, I guess that was just his little way of, throwing his shot at Suge, but he took it further. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't know where that was from. So I'm like, okay, I must be popping for real. And the crazy part is, me and Surf was talking. I go outside, I come back in. He's saying this shit, and the crowd is erupting, and the nigga Surf just looking at me with the face like.
Right. Like he talking about you.
I'm like, nigga, why the fuck you ain't say he was going off from the beginning? I'd have been on stage. Then I'm trying to get on stage. Like, nah, you want some bullshit? I'm like, come on, yo, I'm a rapper at this point. Like, I'm not looking at it like that. Like, he said my name, let me pop out on stage. Let's make this theatrical. Like,
right.
But like, directly as soon as Tink and Mike got off stage, P came up to me. And he was like, yo, I seen your last couple joints. What you think about, doing the Born Legacy? And I'm like, yo, just holla at me whenever y'all ready. And he originally hit me for J Murder.
Okay.
And J Murder was like, nah, we cool, and I fuck with bruh. And I'm like, bro, I'm just really meeting you, bro. Like, I didn't really know J Murder at that time. So it was like, even though I fuck with like Swave and Ike for real, I don't know you. Like, so it's like, nigga, we can battle. My name J400, your name J Murder. Like, let's do it. Like, and your style kind of mesh with what I'm going for. Like,
right.
So let's have a battle. But he didn't want to do it, and I guess Dre didn't have shit going on, so they just gave it to Dre. Real shit. Nah, shout out to my nigga Dre. I love Dre, yo. But like, that was one of them ones.
They was making it like that was a South Jersey versus North Jersey kind of battle, right?
Yeah, but they wasn't though, because I don't really think behind the scenes they really fucked with that battle. Like, P was just trying to give me some rec because of the work I was putting in, and with Born Legacy, showcasing talent with dudes that was up and coming, or they was on other leagues wilding, and they haven't really been on URL to do that. He was just booking those type of people at the time and shit. So,
since we on the subject, let me ask you, how do y'all feel about South Jersey? Like, it seemed like two separate worlds when it comes to battle rap. Like,
it is.
Like, South Jersey got their own roster. Mm-hmm. Y'all like, what's y'all relationship like with them?
I mean, I fuck with everybody. Like, I just don't be down there. Like, I don't chill down. That shit too far. Like, that's really like going to Philly and shit like that. Like, where they're at in South Jersey, all of them are on the cusp of Pennsylvania. Not fucking going down there, man. That's a fucking commonwealth. Like, I don't. And no, like, I got homies down in Camden. Like, a lot of the Camden niggas used to battle on Block City when we used to be in the basement and in the store. So that's how I kind of built a rapport with Camden niggas. But those niggas were rapping and real street niggas, though. These niggas, like, they came out of nowhere to me. Like, because I didn't really consider Lance and Lotta Zay like South Jersey. Like, they was just part of Jersey. Like, they in Central Jersey and shit, that Long Branch shit. But, like, these niggas, like Dre, I didn't know where the fuck they was from. I really didn't know where the fuck Dre came from. Twerk, actually, one of the homies from up the way, like, vouched for Twerk on some gang shit. Like, nah, little bro, he really official from down there from Trent. I got the call, so it was like, when I seen him at BL3, we kind of embraced each other, and we was cool like ever since. Me, him, and Suge. Like, we embraced that whole little moment. We embraced him like that.
Man. I'll definitely say this, man. The official niggas I know from South Jersey don't give a fuck about no battle rap. You know what I mean?
No, they don't, and that's what I'm saying. Official niggas from South Jersey really don't rap. Like, and Peso hit it on the nose better than anybody. They do not rap. And if they try to rap, you don't know that they ever rapped again. Like, you don't know. You can go try to look it up. They shit probably got like 2,000 views, bro. Them niggas don't rap. Niggas that get money down there continuously get money because they on the cusp of everything. You got Camden,
but you know what?
Philly.
Yeah, that's a fact. We got to do this though, since we on South Jersey though, because you had and Mercy. If I'm skipping over something, just like get back to it. But I just want to stay on this while we on South Jersey. You have put up a post about the Ahdi Boom shit. You was like, you felt like niggas was dragging it. You know what I mean? And I had commented, and I was like, yo, because I felt like it was a shot at Mercy. I'm gonna keep it 100. I felt like that was a shot at Mercy. So I had commented, I'm like, yo, listen, I need to tell Ahdi Boom to chill the fuck out because he keep dragging this shit. If he be quiet, everybody else gonna be quiet. So what was your thoughts at that time? You know what I mean? When you put up that post?
It was just dragging. Like, I was tired of seeing it. I talked to Mercy personally probably 2 days prior to me even posting something. It was, I just got tired of seeing it. Like, I talked to Mercy about it. I talked to other people about it. I talked to niggas from down in his hood about it. So for me, it was like, niggas is kind of dragging. Like, even when Uncle Rod did the interview with me, I'm like, bro, I don't want to be doing this shit. Like, I don't care. Like, that's what he did. It's documented. Like, I can't speak. That's not my real friend. So with me building a relationship with him through battle rap and him doing that and me knowing certain people from that way, because they're from Bridgeton. There's a side of Bridgeton that get right.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, nigga. Like, nah, I just left it alone. Like, once I really got it, so when I seen, like, all them posts, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Like, niggas is really about to, like, end this nigga career. I thought niggas was trying to eat them, so I'm like, yo, it's just dragging now. Like, this shit is just going too fucking long, bro. Like, but he brought it on, like, I feel where you coming from, because he brought it on himself. Like, why would you keep dragging the situation? If niggas is saying this and you uncomfortable with it, why drag it? Let it blow over. Pause.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna keep it funky, man. Even at that time of that post, I felt like, you know, battle rap is a thing where niggas talk about something, niggas move on to something else. Niggas talk about something, niggas move on to something else. But I felt like he was doing just as much to keep the topic going as anybody else was.
You're absolutely right, though.
That was my response to it. Like, yo, listen, tell him to shut the fuck up, and maybe everybody else to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you after doing freestyle.
Exactly. And after you said that, you got to think, that whole week he kept posting. So by that time, I'm like, hey, yo, bro, like, I don't even give a fuck, man. Like, it is what it is with this kid. Like, I'm not about to watch no stories. I'm not about to do none of that. I'm not about to be no clown and unfollow you. I ain't got time to do all that, block you and shit. Right. I don't gotta speak, and we ain't gotta do all that. And I had to understand where y'all was coming from after the post, because I'm looking at it like, okay, these is people that broke bread with him at a time where he needed battles and he needed his name to stay substantial. So they gonna feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like ARP, he barely said anything because he didn't want to talk because he felt disrespected and hurt. So it's like, I had to understand where y'all was coming from. I'm like, you know what? Let me just leave this shit alone, man. Let the streets eat him up.
Yeah, I think niggas took it like, yo, niggas kept trying to like pick on son, and it wasn't definitely nothing that, like, when you keep trying to like fabricate stories about something that we all know ain't the truth, and you keep trying to tell lies, people are going to keep talking about it. You understand what I'm saying? So you better off just not saying nothing at all. But when you keep trying to jump on the internet and jump on interviews and keep talking about it, of course the story's going to keep going on and on and on and on. You know?
He fucked up. He fucked up because, like I said, that same week of us having, you know, you posting and saying that, 2 days, 3 days later, Uncle Rob puts out the fucking interview with him down in South Jersey.
Right. Like,
and I'm like, and I'm looking at him, I'm looking at Uncle Rob, even to Uncle Rob. Shout out to Uncle Rob 15 minutes ago. I'm like, yo, like, why are you indulging in this shit?
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
I know this is a business and all that shit, but why indulge? Like, you really have in the back, like, you really feel deep down in the bottom of your heart that this nigga didn't do that? And it's documented? No, man, this shit is documented, man. Government issue.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
State issue. State stamp seal. Like, bro, I'm not going against that.
Right.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
one thing I always want to make clear is that, like, when I was initially blogging about this shit, listen, I didn't have no ill will towards the nigga. I'm telling him how to move. If people are sitting here pulling out paperwork and calling you a snitch, you don't need to be rapping. You don't need to be doing no blogs and no interviews. You need to be proven otherwise. If you can't prove otherwise, keep it moving. That's just
exactly.
it.
And
that's just it.
Like I said, y'all was absolutely right. Y'all see, I left that shit alone after that. Because it's quick. Because I had to really understand. As I look back, I'm not one of them niggas. So when I'm looking back, I'm like, damn, like they probably think I'm down there. I'm coming at them niggas, but it's like, I look at y'all like businessmen, so it's like, with y'all being the TrapNY, it's like, yo, y'all ain't gotta drag it. Let the fans or somebody drag that shit, because we don't need to speak on this nigga no more.
To keep it a buck, we really wasn't. At that time, we just responded to the shit he's saying.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, because I don't even know why he was responding.
Even when it first went down, I didn't jump right on it, and you know how everybody else jump right on camera. I waited a few days because I'm like, okay, the paperwork got pulled out. What's he gonna do to clear his name up?
But
and
yo,
then when I just start seeing,
you gotta keep it. Let's keep it funky too on that. There was people that didn't say nothing about the shit until his last 15 minutes of fame interview. There was people who didn't say not one word, and then after that, they was like, yo, my nigga, all right, you really dragging this shit now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's how far he kept going with the shit. Like, yo, my nigga, just shut the fuck up, yo.
He definitely dragged it. When he had the nerve to say, I couldn't get, like, yo, bro. Like that, it was just like,
Jay, keep it funky, like, Jay. You a street nigga from Jersey. Can you not go to a courthouse and get your paperwork?
You definitely can. And you can get a lot of shit. And the crazy part is it's like, yo, bro, like, you can go to a court and you could go to a police station when you get a little ass charge and go get your affidavit and go get your little shit if you ain't got no copy. Because when you get OR, they give you a copy of shit. They give you a copy of what the fuck you know what I'm saying? So
they at least give you what you was arrested for.
Yeah, for what you was arrested for. So it's like, bro, like, we didn't need to know. You tried to make it seem like you was out here on some Dundada shit, some street shit for 5 years before you came home.
Mm-hmm.
Then come to find out, you was a little nigga doing something a nigga told you, and you didn't know how to react to it when you got jammed up. I don't feel bad for you. Like, even when niggas be like, yo, he was young, I don't give a fuck. I know niggas that's 17 getting right, and they still move accordingly.
Yeah. That
shit don't mean nothing. That's not an excuse. Like, this nigga's out here really getting busy, that's moving accordingly, taking their time, going through programs, camps, all types of shit, bro.
That's
so
a fact.
What he was talking about, it was like, nah, nigga, you doing too much. And that's when I was like, you know what? He's doing too much. Uncle Rod let him put himself in the coffin with that interview, because I'm like, yo, this is not even called. I'm like, yo, this is not called for. And Ahdi, you're doing too much. Because now you saying, man, niggas pull up on, like, if niggas pull up on you, what, nigga? Fuck, what you mean? Like, that shit real now for you, nigga. If niggas pull up on you, niggas pulling up.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. And that's just
God bless that, man.
Yes, it definitely.
Bless that, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
So,
All right, yeah, go ahead, Mercy.
Oh, now, Jay, what I wanted to ask you, this is what I wanted to ask you, right? On UW and on RBE, when you battle on those leagues, you seem to get, I don't want to just say names that you want, but you get battles that make sense more for your career.
Yeah.
What I want to ask is, when you go to URL, why do you get the names like the Dougies, the Dre Dennises, and the people who most would look like as a step back for someone in your position?
I guess that's how they feel. Well, how can I answer? I guess that's if they feel like I'm worth these niggas. And the crazy part is, if you really want to be technical, I arguably didn't lose to nobody over there. Like, you probably could debate Fonz. Dougie was a clear fucking body bag. Dre wasn't the J everybody expected, but at that time, everybody was 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 going into the K-Shine shit. So it's like, did I really lose over here for y'all niggas not to be booking me worth no name? But like I said, I handle my own business. So when it came to them, I always just was like, fuck it. I'm popping. I'm going to take the opportunity to just get me some more footage and, you know, take the stamp and run with it. Like,
but you definitely have brung this up before, man. Talk to us about the politics of the game, right? Because you've definitely stepped foot on several major leagues at this point. You understand what I'm saying? What are some of the without, we don't need names, so we're not just looking for clickbait on this, but we just want to understand, how does that work from a battle rapper standpoint in terms of just dealing with the politics of this game?
I look at it like this. At first, I used to look at it like, yo, these niggas just scared of us. We too much for these niggas. We in the streets and all that. As time went along, niggas that people looked at, or rappers that people looked at as gangster, or they stand on what they believe in, these niggas wasn't standing on what they was believing in. They was taking shorts, all types of shit just for the opportunity to beat it. You feel what I'm saying? And it made it bad for niggas like me that stand on whatever the fuck he say. Because if I want this is what I want, nigga. Because I deserved it, and this is why I'm explaining to you why I deserve it. These niggas was taking shorts.
Right.
So therefore, it becomes just not a what you know, who you know, who gonna kiss ass, who's gonna be able to sit there and take the bullshit that they give them just to, be on their lead or get the clout from it. And no, that's not me, my nigga. Like, I just can't, stand for that when we in a world of battle rap where we made our names no matter what platform we gotta step in. I made my name to go there and get that bread, bro. You're not gonna stop that shit. So if me battling on other leads, my punishment is to take the Dougies and them, so fucking be it. Nigga, it's still exposure on the world's most respected still. As long as I kill, they know Jay is a killer. That's all that mattered to me. Like, I don't look at it like how these other niggas look at it. Like, the politics of the game is just like, niggas, like, keep it funky. Niggas don't fuck with niggas.
Okay.
You can't, you gotta think, like, 2 strong minds is gonna bump heads, bro.
Right, yeah.
Like, that shit it's never gonna be, and niggas gotta respect it. But in the world of business,
you know what? I'm gonna cut you
respect it.
We gonna keep it funky. This is Truth Be Told. We gonna keep it 100 on here, yo. I think we've pretty much seen, like, niggas handpick who they fuck with and who they don't.
Yeah, but it's like, some of these niggas that you think they handpicked and fuck with, they didn't fuck with. They could just utilize them niggas for the time being and make some money off these niggas.
Okay, talk about it.
Their names were still substantial. Like, niggas don't fuck with a lot of niggas, man.
Okay.
Like, just look at the present. Like, think about this, right? And nobody never brings this up. They be like, oh, you out there with Surf, Suge, Arse, and them, and why you ain't as big as a name?
Yeah.
You ain't never heard a fucking cosign from none of these niggas for me. I always been Jay. Ain't no nigga on this fucking, no nigga in rap cosign for me. I made my name, and I'm proud of that. Because a lot of niggas can't say that. A lot of niggas still had to get that cosign. That's why when I'm a smack baby, go ahead.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna keep it funky.
I'm not, and that nigga is a regular nigga. We not doing that. Shout out to
you know
Smack.
what?
He worked hard for his dynasty. Smack definitely worked hard to build the dynasty. But at the end of the day, you're just like me and everybody else. If you made a name from the bottom, I can make a name from the bottom and try to make it too, my nigga. And I'm gonna fight any way I could, bro.
And niggas gotta understand, there ain't no battle rap crew in Newark.
No.
Nah.
So when niggas say 400 block, nigga, no, it's 400 block, nigga. It ain't no arse. It ain't no Surf. Like, Surf was the only nigga out of all the rappers that was fucking with us. That was it. Like, Old Red, he just took the affiliation for what it is because we all know the same people, ours too. You feel what I'm saying? We really all know the same people. The only person that could say they was rocking with the 400s was Surf. Everybody else, nah. Like, everybody else was just doing their own thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I gotta get into this before I forget. I want to get into this before I forget. Let's go into the Suge and Surf battle. You was there for that.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of Newark niggas all over that stage.
Gang bangers all over that stage.
Yeah. We got a bunch of. I'm looking at this shit online. I see at least 30 official niggas on that stage that I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, man, standing up there, yo? Like what was the tension going on tonight?
I bought some of them. You want to call? You and Cuz want to call together?
Hold on, Jay, before you go off. I'm looking at this shit on live, looking at this shit live, and I'm pointing out niggas that I know is from the streets that don't give a fuck about no battle rap. So I'm like, all right, these niggas ain't here for they're not here for nothing but to hold it down. Exactly. So what's your thoughts that day going on that stage in that battle, man?
Their battle, you gotta think I battled that same night. So my whole mindset was like, oh, all right, the hood is in here. But then you gotta think, like, people like you said, you seen certain niggas that you know for a fact, and probably one of, like, that's why I said you don't know. Like, I had my cousin on stage with me, and he real fucking right. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you watch me and K-Shine, you see the immediates that's behind me in battles, but then you see on the side of them, closer to the people on the stage, you see a bunch of grapes and Hoover niggas mixed in. They don't even mix in like that, but they was mixed for that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, it wasn't really nothing. It's just like, oh, we bought the city out.
Yeah.
When they stepped on stage, it was a totally different ball game because at the end of the day, that's some gang bang. At the end of the day, even though we know each other and the niggas that's behind us know them, they niggas know us, niggas is gang banging for real. So some niggas knew, okay, this the battle. Some niggas is like, yo, I with them niggas to trip.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's
you know
a fact.
What I'm saying?
Yep.
So it wasn't like hostility. We was feeling good on our side. You see, man, listen, we was good on our side. That's all I can say. I can't speak for, that was a competitive night. So, Surf was just on the other side, man. But I felt we was comfortable on our side. I didn't think nothing of it. I seen a lot of true colors that night.
Yeah, because you got some solid niggas on one side, you got some solid niggas on the other side. You got some big homies on the one side, you got some big homies on the other side. And this is the time. Like,
There's a lot of big homies though.
I seen it, my nigga. Trust me, I seen it. You know what I mean?
Like, not trying to be funny, like, shout out to the homie. Like, they know who they is on Surf side. Surf always keep it. One thing I can say about Surf, bro, the way he keep it organized with them niggas, I respect it. Because they know when to move, when not to move. As far as his entertainment go, they don't fuck up his bread. And I like the way they move, you know what I'm saying? From his big bros to even Suge, like, they moved militant that night. They ain't really do shit. It's just that when you see a nigga throwing a bottle, man, that's the type of time they was on.
Right, yup.
Like, I can't even, like, niggas is on some shit like, oh, he did that shit. That was some fucked up shit. That's the type time niggas really on, bro, when we in the hood. So I can't, what I'm gonna say, yo, chill, yo.
Right.
Yeah, chill. But they already going through it with niggas. Like, that shit was just, I didn't even want that battle to really happen. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to happen from a competitive standpoint. Once we got into the second round and the second round was over, it went somewhere else. And I'm like, nah. Because they're not even rapping to where it's going somewhere else. The niggas behind us,
it's not even that. It's just niggas. You got niggas at that point, once the second round come, you got niggas from both sides exchanging words now.
Yeah, and that's where it's just fucked everything up because it was real. That wasn't fake between them on some battle, but that's real shit. Like, it was real. Like, nah, nigga, we don't fuck with some of y'all niggas. We don't fuck with some of y'all niggas. And it just so happened that two niggas that really represent their hoods the right way was battling each other. And now you got to put these niggas in the same room. And if you was there live. Yo, niggas ran out the building.
Talk about it.
The fans ran out the building.
Talk about it.
Like, niggas don't even notice. Everybody keep going off nah, fuck with Surf going on. Like, that was a little mishap. He went to go do what he do. He coming back to the stage. Everybody that was on stage stayed on stage, bro. Gangsta niggas, security. It was motherfuckers in the crowd when they seen the bottle get thrown. It was probably 1,700 people in there that night. By the time that bottle got thrown, my nigga, it was probably like 900 people in there.
Niggas was getting the fuck up out of there because they knew shit was about to hit the fan.
Because niggas is like, I'm not waiting for this. I'm not going to wait till these niggas get outside.
Yeah.
Like, soon as that battle was over, niggas was exiting left. Niggas was walking out of there like a basketball game, like trying to get to their cars early. Like, niggas was not trying to be around for that. You know what I'm saying? And me, it was just like, it wasn't fucked up because I'm like, yo, we a Jersey-based league, so we know how to control it. But then I'm looking at it like, now y'all niggas making it to where King of the Dot or Smack, now they gonna use this as an excuse. We too much for niggas.
Yeah.
But they done went to Detroit and Chicago and all that. That's why I said, man, politics go a lot farther, man. Just when the documentary come out, that's when niggas gonna really get the real for me, man. Cause a lot of this shit just deal with a lot of niggas changing over time. It ain't even like the niggas just change, bro. We all came up at the same time. A lot of niggas let shit change them. But then still want hood passes. No, not happening over here. So when I see niggas, yeah, I was good in Newark and you snuck in and snuck out. You didn't come and meet the real rights.
Right.
You didn't come and stop by and dap everybody you needed to dap. You stopped in because you stopped in for one particular reason and getting up out of it. So that's another thing.
That's a fact. Go ahead, Mercy.
Okay. Let's talk about the Lou Castro battle because listen, man. First of all, how'd that battle come about? Let's talk about it.
I guess what I say earlier about Dougie, I guess that's what I'm worth. I guess that's what I'm worth, man. Well, we talk behind the scenes. I'm gonna tell the people, man. I'm gonna tell the people first. But yeah, finish your question first.
But no, we see that it dropped on your YouTube channel. Yeah. So what was up? Like how did that happen? Why couldn't it get the drop on URL?
Well, URL don't even really put battles out on YouTube like that no more, as far as substantial names go, unless they on a big event. So
but they don't give people footage neither like that.
Yeah, they don't. But
I don't think I've ever seen a URL battle.
Like, nigga, what the fuck did you say to get your fucking footage, man?
What? I said, yo, it was really, and this was crazy. People think I probably went the other route, but I really had like a sit down. Like, I really had a talk with niggas, like real long talks, like how we having this conference, right? I had a talk with niggas like, yo, listen, I did this for this. Like, you telling me the battle come out and we had audio issues and things of that nature. I understand. I just had, this is 3 URL battles, bro. And then at the time, you got to think I battled him in July. So when when Norbes hit me for Fonz, and I did the Fonz shit, and like that event was just totally different. Like
I battled in July last year. You and Lou?
Yeah, and then I did Fonz that September. So to that date, I had 3 URL battles, but that Lou Castro battle was like, that was a favor, really. That wasn't even really a hand-picked thing. I mean, I did my thing, Band Legacy 1. Niggas tried to fade me. It's booked up, da-da-da-da-da. Cool, whatever. Then they needed my man for something. That's how that Lou battle came about. He did something bad. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, really? And niggas just trying to pitch the Lou shit to me. Like, yeah, Lou will be whatever, man. Any of these niggas you pitch, that's going to be next. I'm going to send them right the fuck back where you got them from. I'm not them niggas. Like, they say gatekeepers. I don't want to gatekeep. If you knew and you think I'm trash and you really think you about to make your name off of me, I'm gonna fucking embarrass you.
But okay, but let's talk about that real quick, because that goes back to something we just said. It's been a history of in time where them niggas pick certain niggas that they aggressively trying to push, and they'll use other niggas to really get them niggas to that next level. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, could you agree with that?
Yeah, that's why you barely see me, because it never fucking worked with me. It never worked for me. It never worked on me.
Right.
It never worked on me. Snake Eyes didn't work on me. I even thought Fonz was, but Fonz really wasn't. That wasn't no setup battle. That was a battle to, yo, my nigga, you gotta open up a card because you've been doing these little light shits. And that's why I say Norbes hit me at the right time for that.
But
like,
yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This tournament is all of them niggas that they've been trying to push.
No, that's not necessarily true.
Okay, why do you think so?
Because some of them niggas you really didn't see. It just so happened that it's a tournament coming up, and them niggas really got the substantial names out of all the new niggas. Like a Gunpowder,
okay.
Like, think about it. Gunpowder, Real Sick, Jada Knight, they wasn't really getting booked for certain shit.
No, Jada Nightwing definitely been getting booked. He been getting booked, even with the chokes and the stumpers. He been getting booked.
But he only got booked. All right, put it like this. Jada Nightwing, you would say he's one of Norbes guys, right? Would you say that, or would you say he's one of P guys?
Yeah,
okay.
Same thing with Don Marino.
But see, when Norbes was still around, you seen these guys, and they weren't like a lot of niggas didn't want to take these guys. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of niggas behind the scenes didn't want to take them guys because they like, yo, they just coming up, and like, I don't know if this process really real. Them niggas was sitting for a while. Like when I got called for band,
because what they do is they try to take new niggas, get them up against niggas who they feel got a solidified name, and they'll try to use that as a push for the new niggas. I mean, we've seen this.
Since you being all raw and raunchy with this shit, Peso, let's be real then.
Yeah.
The whole fucking VA got put on, bro, at one time.
No, listen, nigga, that's a fact.
And they fucking trash, and ain't nobody gonna tell me.
Nigga, I'm with you on that. That whole, listen.
Trash.
I'm gonna say this shit. Listen, I'm gonna say this shit on Truth Be Told.
Look, please let me finish this. If
it's not
Danger Zone, if it's not Tay-Rock, if it's not what's the nigga from back in the PG Skillet? If it's not none of them niggas that's really originally from that DMV that was putting that pain in them laws, hey, bro, all them niggas got easy fucking.
90% of them niggas trash. I'll keep it funky.
Listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you the truth. Don Marino, Jada Nightwing, Gunpowder Pat, them niggas was getting pushed to the side for these niggas. So you can't really say that. It was a time where you was just seeing Ace I fucking mean. Shout out to Ace, because he did it he did what he had to do, but you're just seeing him. You're just seeing fucking Cuban. You just seeing Rada. You just seeing Jack. But you only seeing the same fucking niggas, bro. And it didn't work. And you know what's bad? They had to break up because of that shit.
I'm with you, my nigga. I'm with you. I know. Listen, my nigga, you're not saying nothing I haven't said before. I said 90% of them niggas in that DMV moving is trash. And they're literally trying to force these niggas onto the people. I said that. I've said that publicly. Like, I've said that publicly. Like, them niggas are not, they're only getting on because of affiliation. And let's keep it real. They're getting on because P is from down there. Let's keep it funky. You know what I mean? Like, so that's just what it is. I don't sugarcoat that shit.
But a lot of
That's
but
what
a lot of them
yo.
niggas, but P got to a point where he understood, hey, yo, I could lead you to water, but I can't help you drink.
That's a fact.
Because a lot of
listen,
them niggas he cut off.
But listen, we're gonna keep it 100. Hometown pride goes a long way. If you from somewhere, you're gonna look out for the town.
That's not necessarily true.
My nigga, if you from a city, you're not gonna look out for your city first.
I didn't battle on UW until 2014. They were established in 2012.
No, but that's because you wasn't taking it serious until a certain time, though. Let's keep that in there, too.
At the same time, I was still getting offered the fuck shit that they knew I didn't deserve. So
right?
therefore, what are you looking out for? These niggas actually getting opportunities against certain names, though, and they just fucking them up.
No, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. When I first seen what was going on with the old DMV shit, I'm looking at this shit, and I pride myself on knowing, you know, what's good talent, what's not good talent, right? So I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, a lot of these niggas just ain't that good. But then I hear, well, you know, the P nigga from down there. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Like, you know what I mean? That made it make sense for me. Like, why so many of these niggas from this one specific area is getting all these looks that ain't that good, yo?
So now this is why, and Mercy laughed at me a couple weeks ago. He said, yo, I ain't know you and him was really like cool like that. Taking up for him. I said, nah, I'm not taking up for him, but I fuck with some because it's a difference between a nigga like stopping you from getting where you going and really caring about where you go.
Right.
Norbes really, like, when niggas think he really didn't give a fuck about me, he really cared at a time where there's certain people in the camp that he knew didn't care for my shit. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So he like, listen, you gotta do this, you gonna have to do this is how you gotta work. And everything he told me, I can't lie, it worked.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with this shit right now. Like, I understand the game, but like it's all over the place. So like it's hard to explain, man. This shit.
Listen, my nigga, I get what you're saying. One thing I want to make clear: we don't have a dog in this fight here at the trap. We don't have a dog in this fight. You know what I mean? We just want to see good talent get on. But we always gonna call a spade a fucking spade. Like, we're gonna call a spade a fucking spade all day, every day. You understand what I'm saying? There's been a lot of niggas who we can all see ain't that good. That's literally been forced onto the people. You know,
a lot of niggas was forced. A lot of niggas was forced
onto the people that we can all see ain't that good, yo. You know what I mean?
No, a lot of niggas, period, are forced upon you. That's how you like them. In the world of business and entertainment and music, we've seen when you have the right marketing team or you're behind the right label and they can market well, you're gonna be consistently in the spotlight. You're gonna be seen. So, like, my thing with URL is they will consistently push niggas that we may not think is hot, but because we keep seeing them in certain positions, we start to find ways to find shit to like.
But
like,
okay, hold on. Let me stop you right there, because then we look at niggas, and I'm not just saying this just because it's how I truly feel. We look at niggas like J400. We look at niggas like Brooklyn Carter. We look at niggas like your boy Clip. We look at niggas. Shout out to Easy the Block Captain. I think he's just getting his just due. But we look at niggas who've been good for a really long time, who for whatever reason just aren't getting their just due. We look at shit like that. We be like, what's exactly the holdup? You know what I mean?
Niggas gotta find a way for themselves. Like, you gotta find, like, I can't say it no other way. I can't stress that to nobody. Like, you have to find a way for yourself. Like, you really have to find a way. Like, and people look at it and it's crazy. Like, I be telling people, God work in mysterious ways. Like, when I battled Rosenberg, after the battle, my first interview was Hip Hop Is Real, and they didn't, like, my nigga, they were not popping. They were taping the shit off a camera for, like, my nigga, nobody knew them. Nobody knew them. Look at my interviews and look at where that entity is in 2020.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And people of the culture feel like I'm part of that. So that's why I said you have to find your lane. My nigga, like, you have to find something. Like your boy Clip, he did find his lane, but once you get behind that camera, now that's what they want now. Like, you felt like you tried to make it seem like that was your lane, so now they looking at you as the cameraman. We know damn well you dope. I know for damn sure you dope. I know for damn sure Brooklyn Carter is a fucking cannon. But at the same time, it's like, what are y'all gonna do outside of this? And Clip know he got relationships with people. Utilize them. A lot of niggas feel like help is the wrong thing. No, sometimes you really gotta ask. But you gotta ask for help from people that's willing to help you. You can't ask for help from niggas. Like some niggas not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Or a nigga that you know is gonna hold it over your head later.
Word. But I've been blessed to never have a nigga hold nothing over my head because a nigga ain't really do shit that I couldn't do for myself. That's why I used to always like take offense to niggas saying, yo, Shotgun Suge is the reason you like, are you fucking dumb? They barely fuck with him.
Yeah, it was a point URL was shaky with Suge. Like it was a point they seem like they ain't fuck with him for a minute.
So if they shaky with the money, what the fuck you think they gonna be with his mans?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
especially his mans that's with this shit. Oh no, we're leaving that shit where it's at.
No, you right about that.
We're gonna leave that shit where it's at and let him find a way for himself, bro. That's real shit, and that's why I tell people like, yo, I take that with a grain of salt, nigga. I'm still here. I'm still eating off this shit. Like, it is what it is. I just had to find different ways, man, because it's fucked up. Like you said, Peso, the politics of the game just it shift everything. And I hate when people say, oh, it's no politics. Yes, the fuck it is. It's politics, my nigga. Like, look, it's politics. Like, I put it to you like this. The judging system on Ultimate Madness, I thought it was cool at first. Until the first week.
Man, listen.
Because now it's like, I did an interview with Knowledge. He was taking accountability like, yo, what should I do as a judge? And I respected that. But then you got three more motherfuckers on the panel. Look, you got three more motherfuckers on the panel with their own, like, well, Tony Bro, he just loves the rap shit. So it's just a different thing. But like, I'm so hard on Uncle Rob because this is like family. You up there like fucking Simon, and you got Rita over there doing what the fuck she wants to do. Like she, like her shit. Really, I'm not gonna disrespect Rita, but it's like your shit don't hold enough weight for me to even fucking listen to what you have to. You can't, somebody like that can't critique nothing I've ever done. Because she can't even tell me when my breakout battle was. Like when you watch battle rap, it's something that made you should know about every motherfucker in this culture. Even if you not like, if you're a real battle rap head, if you coming into battle rap, you're gonna see the household names and then you'll get familiar with affiliates of them. She's not familiar with none of this shit. She came into champion. You came into a platform that was already rolling. So if the platform rolling and now that shit is getting your name rolling, now you sitting on a high horse, but it's like, yo, what could you tell me in that seat? Like nobody up there, and I even said that I had to talk with Uncle Rob. Yo, 25,000 worth of raps, what does that mean? Because I would sit up there, if I was standing there after my battle, listening to some of the shit the judges are saying, it's like, yo, none of you niggas could beat me for the bread. None of you niggas, and none of you niggas have ever been through what I've been through on this stage. So the way you're critiquing the way you critiquing it is just all wrong. You have to base it on real rap. Like you have to base it on real rap, all around talent. It's like a talent show now. Y'all not even doing it like that to keep it even. You're basing it on how you feel about a motherfucker's future or what you expected from them and they didn't give it to you. What did they give you that day? It's about that day. It's not about all the other shit they bring it to. And now it's like, man, we starting to see a little something with URL, man, because now that's not a good look for a business when it's 2 weeks in a row where you got fans screaming out people got robbed.
Yo, all right, hold on. We're going to do this. We keep it fair here on Truth Be Told. Matter of fact, I'm going to let Mercy respond to that. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm not feeling the judging. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not feeling the judging. I feel like the judging is a bunch of people who are, I don't necessarily just want to say under the URL umbrella, but they're going to tiptoe around a lot of shit because of these relationships that they have. Like if you put, let's say you put me, you put Caps, you put other niggas who don't have actual Vada, you put people who don't have
you're not putting him on the panel. I don't give a
fuck what God damn. But I'm saying in terms of
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
But in that aspect,
see, that's why I said don't say him, because he was one of them niggas. He was one of them niggas doing that shit that they do, that dick sucking shit. So like he was a problem for me. Like he was a big problem because he was one of the first. Like he's one of the forefathers for the fuck shit that go on with the dick sucking and you trying to be seen and hosting and you got your own. Like, come on, son. Like you tried that. Because if you were still around, my nigga,
let's do this.
Like this, if he was still affiliated with Jay Black, I guarantee he would have been pissed that he wasn't a fucking judge.
Let's do this, right? I want to be fair on two aspects. One, I do, and I'm not talking about the people that sit here on this live right now. I'm talking about the overall culture and the fan base. Niggas is going to complain no matter what. Let's keep it funky.
Oh yeah.
No matter who the judge is, niggas is going to complain no matter what, right? So you got to pick judges that you feel are totally impartial, totally non-biased, and don't have nothing to gain from none of this. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, niggas are going to complain. That's one. Because it's the same way in boxing. In boxing, when shit go to the scorecards, there are going to always be other people that feel like the other nigga that lost won. You know what I mean?
But you know what? It's a difference in the blatancy. It's a difference in how clear it is. Like, yo, this person don't know they shit.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. Because in boxing, the judges who are picked don't have no allegiances to nothing and nobody.
Nothing.
You know what I mean?
But they have to, and this is a fact, you can do your study on it, but they have to study the sport for what it is. They know the sport. But they have to study the technicals, the shit that we don't see.
Yeah,
they have to study that, but no, they have to study peso. Like that is part of their job to make these decisions. Yeah. Because these are $1 million fighters. This is millions of dollars behind one person and one event. So they have to. It's 25 on the line, and not one motherfucker on the panel is a rapper.
That's a fact. You know what's crazy? I just
no active rapper. Won't you take Rich Dollars or some fucking body that has it? Young Miles. No, I'm being serious. You take somebody that is really stamped in this game and let them see what you're trying to produce now in a newer day. Or you take some of our living legends, you take ours, you take these niggas so they could know what they really need to work on.
And then you know what's crazy? I said that to somebody. I said that's the
judge. Like that's just crazy. You letting people judge, bro, that their job is to kind of like fuck with battle rappers and get certain shit out of them. They kind of gotta like these people like bash battle rappers at certain points to get their, you know what I'm saying, their channel up or whatever the fuck gotta go on for them to get likes. So it's like,
and I'm gonna keep it funky on this. I'm gonna keep it funky on this part, right? I think what makes certain sports analysts better than others is the ones who actually played the sport.
Yes, bro. I've been saying that for years. Mercy, you know that. I've been an advocate for that.
Yeah.
Remember the championship? Me and Tech 9 laughed about it. Because he understood where the fuck I was coming from. I said, Tech, like, you the only really one substantial. Jay Black, he studied this shit. But anybody else, that shit is new to me because they're not in the field. They're really not in the field. Like, these niggas is just at the battles, turning their camera on. Oh, well, how do you feel about your battle? How do you feel about this round? And how do you feel about you asking me basic shit?
I think, all right, so let's say this. I want to say this too. I just seen the panel of judges probably last week. For the record, my bread is on Fonz. If anybody still want to bet, I got my bread on Fonz to win the tournament.
That's good.
But I just seen the panel of judges last week when Fonz won. That's when somebody showed me the panel of judges. I seen it, and my first thoughts was, okay, this is the URL Inner Circle panel, because everybody on that panel of judges has some sort of good ties to the league, and that's cool. Okay, that's fine. All right, whatever. But if you got $25,000 on the line, which might not be a lot of money to some people, but it's life-changing money to other people. You know what I mean?
That should be me right now.
Yeah, no. Let's keep it funky.
25,000. I into that shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, I could use extra 25,000 right now. Like, you know what I mean? Let's keep it funky.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you got to take that serious. You got to bring people on board who, one, don't have no allegiances to nothing. You know what I mean? I think salute to hip-hop is real. He should not be a judge for this because he does media. So he has to be neutral at all times. You know what I mean?
I understand. Now I understand where you're going with that one. That's a professional way of saying it because he asked me, like, yo, as far as the judging, what you think I got? And I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, you going to be you. You got to find that. I can't tell you.
He has to interview these niggas after these battles.
Yeah, so it's like, and then you in the interview with these niggas and you probably feel some type of way because you feel like you may have misjudged it or maybe you knew that nigga won in your heart, but you went another way. And like I said,
it's going to be some impressionable decision making going on. It's going to be some impressionable decision making.
I lost a bet last week off of pride. No. Me and Mav had a bet, and I hope he see this because he gonna understand why he didn't get that phone call.
Mm.
I was wondering, and I knew it because me and Mav really be on top of shit. So it paused, but it's like, I'm like, yo, this nigga, you picking Ace Amin to win that battle, and you know damn well Bad News got everything it takes to win that battle. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with, like, as far as that, I'm like, yo, I'll pick him. He like, Ace Amin, you wanna bet? And that battle went to a split decision, and fans didn't even hit they like, oh, it's going to the fans now. Soon as I go to type of name,
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you
something. As soon as I went to type of name, they had the win already. You hear what I said, Peso? They said it's on the fans.
Yeah, no, I hear you, Jay.
The fucking name, I didn't even send it off. They already picked Ace Amin. And when they picked Ace Amin, and this is why I probably didn't get interviewed last week or nothing. Yeah. I immediately put the phone down and said, right. I took the caffeine app off. It was taking up space that week. I literally did that after that battle. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I can't watch this shit because I already know where it's going. I already said something about Gunpowder Pat the week before. And now I'm looking at the opening battle be some fuck shit. Niggas stumbling. I know what this about. And that's why I said, man, man, a lot of niggas, man,
I'm gonna tell you, listen. Keep it funky. Without even watching the Ace Amin and Bad News battle, I could have told you Ace was gonna win that shit because he had way more leverage going into the battle, and that plays an impressionable thought in the judges' minds. You understand what I'm saying?
But it's a different type. It's a different type. Because think about this, I would be favorable in that tournament because all the shit you see me do, right? Mm-hmm. No.
Okay.
I don't run around kissing niggas' ass, and I don't run around sitting behind certain niggas. At the end of the day, you see him at everything they do. You don't see me at everything let's keep it,
No, Jay, we got to keep it funky though. Going into that battle, hold on, y'all, my fault.
No, you good.
Going into that battle, in terms of the ranking system that's at play, which is URL, who's the hotter nigga going into that battle? Ace. Ace Amin is the hotter nigga going into that battle.
That's
yes or no, Jay? Yes or no?
That's for the names, though. You gotta be part of the culture. You gotta really be part of this to understand why I'm going with Ace. That's a
Ace. I mean, Jay. Listen, we in Vegas, my nigga. We in Vegas.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes for political reasons. I'm gonna say yes for political reasons. But on some real shit, Me being who I am, I'm still coming in there with bad news. A nigga that has 1 million views solidified. A nigga that has been getting a bigger bag than all these new niggas from one battle that he had. A nigga that has battled substantial names, put on fucking shows and classic with these names. I'm going with him more than a nigga that's sucking dick. That's just me. That's me. That's me. That's how I give it up for the niggas that get it from the mud. And who's to say, I'm not just gonna sit here and say Ace is sucking dick. Ace does the right thing. Ace is a businessman. And what niggas gotta understand is behind the scenes, he's a fucking hell of a businessman. He knows how to conduct himself and he knows how to move. So with him knowing how to market himself, it made him a hot entity. And the URL they could claim it. They could claim it because he didn't really have no lead. He's not really doing shit nowhere else. And every time you hear Ace name, it's kind of like it's connected to URL. So it's a good look. But when you really want to sum it up, bad news, man, come on, bro. That's easy money. It's easy money for a nigga like me. Like I'm thinking, I don't even know why niggas think like that. Like, why the fuck would niggas? I think that's an even matchup. It was even to me. Because even with Ace doing all the shit he do, let's be real here. Bad news put that fucking work in, the real work.
Yeah.
It's even. It's even now. That's where it get fucked up with politics, and that's why I make niggas mad, bro. Because it's even. Once we get to a certain playing field, it's even, bro. It's even. And it ain't gonna be nothing to do to stop it when the playing field is even. It's nothing you can do. Like, you can't play politics then. You gotta try hard, and it's gonna show.
Hey.
And that's why Luke Castro came out. Because you're not gonna sit here and tell me that you're not gonna do something when you told me it's okay for me to do. You understand what I'm saying? You're not gonna agree to one thing and then disagree when you feel like you came up with a plan later on. Nah, bitch, you should have stood on that. You should have stood on that. Yeah. I don't sign no fucking papers, man. I give my fucking word. The only lead I've ever signed papers for consistently was RBE, bro. Not during this pandemic, but that was the only league that would give me a contract with paper. UW did it for my big battles, Cortez, Kayshawn. They didn't have to do it for the small ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen, bro, them niggas, bro, shout out to them niggas, man, because they doing what they doing, but
hey, listen, no.
Like you said, they push who they want to push, but at the same time, yo, like, we gotta open our eyes, man. Just like we open our eyes.
Listen, my nigga. Listen, I hear everything you're saying, my nigga.
This world
talent is talent. I hear you, my nigga. But you gotta understand, just like
people calling me. Yo, P, your joint breaking up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was breaking up a little bit.
You hear me?
Yeah.
My fault, y'all. People's calling me. But there's a lot of things that go into this game beyond the talent. You know what I mean?
Nah, you're right. I know that. I know that tremendously.
You know, so as a businessman, if I'm looking at Ace and Bad News on that bracket, if I'm putting my bread up in Vegas, I'm putting my bread up on a hotter nigga going into that battle, which is Ace
But it's really particularly hotter though. Like he fucking choked his battle before that. Bad News had a great battle with Twerk before that.
My nigga, so since when do we still give a fuck about choking?
I do.
I'm talking
about the whole game. Do the whole game still give a fuck about choking?
Nah.
Yeah, depending on who the fuck it is. No, Mercy,
depending on who it is. You're right.
Depending on who it is.
Depending on who it is.
They want to write me off. If one of their favorites choke, it's all right because he's booked again.
Yeah. Definitely, people selection will do a lot of rules.
I can redeem myself if I sign a 2-3 contract. You know what I'm saying? A 3 battle deal. I can do the same shit. I got leeway now to fuck up in one of these battles and know that I'm still gonna have another one.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up game because I swear to God, when certain niggas choke, they want to make that the ending of you.
Yeah.
They want to. They really want to out of certain niggas. A lot of niggas I watch with big names and like, come on, Peso, Like, we sitting right here, bro. I've never won these arguments with these niggas behind the scenes because even though they know I'm right, I'm wrong as far as business go because they still trying to make their dollar and they know what the fuck is selling. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I could be absolutely right, but I'm wrong still because they got money to fucking make and that's not what's going to make them the money. Even with that nigga choking, the nigga impact might be so crazy that they need that shit to fill the fucking club up that night. Like, they need him. So it's
I saw Surf choke his third round versus Nitty, and they say Surf still won the battle 3-0.
No. Right, and you know what? And then that's all I'm saying. Like, you listen. Everybody on this live, we all got a hard standpoint on what we believe battle rap is supposed to be about. But at the end of the day, the game is what the game is today.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a business.
And we've all seen that it's not about pure talent and rhyme capability no more. We've all seen that.
But it's a sloppy business. When you have two of the top leads arguing, when you got league owners getting in blogs and throwing subliminals, you niggas is kids, man. Just because you niggas book a battle, I look at you niggas like fucking clowns, man, when y'all sit up there and argue with each other over fucking nonsense, man. Two of the biggest leads in the world, and everybody know where I'm going with this. Two of the biggest fucking leads we have are going back and forth. Not on no McDonald's, Burger King shit. It ain't like that. They really out here on some, yo, this my block type of shit.
Talk about it.
And if one take the other one out, we're fucked as a culture.
True. That's true.
If either one of them take each other out, we're fucked as a culture.
Yeah, talk about it.
So where are we going from there?
I never thought about that.
Nah, talk about it. Yo, you know what? Because at the end of the day, but listen, we gotta keep it a buck. The problem with that is y'all battle rappers. Y'all battle rappers.
No, it's not.
No, let me finish, Jay. The problem with battle rappers today is that y'all feel like y'all need these leagues, and y'all don't feel like the leagues need y'all.
I do. That's why I'm sitting in the position I am. Peso, this is why it makes sense for me. But, like, that's why you having a conversation with me, because, you know, I understand. A lot of these niggas, bro, they be broke. Like, you have to understand, they still, with a household name, some of these niggas be broke. And when you mean it's a commodity to a company that is sitting there and needing, not wanting, they need this shit. Like, they really need these dollars and they need the opportunity to keep themselves afloat. When you got that leverage as a businessman, you never gonna let that shit go.
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact.
You're never gonna let that leverage go. I don't give a fuck, my nigga. We all business. I be telling niggas like, yo, y'all fans get it fucked up. I own my business. I have my own. Bro, when you get in that position, you're not letting that shit go. If a nigga tell you, if you tell a nigga, yo, I'm gonna give you $100 a day. Hey man, I'll do that shit for 75. Oh, bitch, you getting it 75. Don't ask for nothing else.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Straight like that. Like, don't ask for nothing else.
And the key word you just said was leverage. Like you, a lot of these niggas in this game today can be leveraged.
And I just landed me a situation where I got a call from one of these leagues, and I got leverage now.
Okay.
I'm not just going to do any. I'm just not going. You're not just going to call me because you see something and say, well, yeah, but nah, bitch. Where was you when I was hungry and I was explaining the business side, when I was coming to you as a businessman? Now you got to come with me at business. It's no just on the spot shit. What is wrong with you? Call me back, man. Like, niggas got to stand. Like, Peso, niggas, like, that's the top niggas got to stand. I can't just be standing like this. Look at my position. A lot of these top league owners and shit will look at me like, bro, I can go make money off of another nigga with a bigger name than you for nothing. Because these niggas ain't standing on shit.
But the top niggas, but listen, the difference is the top niggas, you can't leverage a Charlie Clips, you can't leverage a Tsu Surf, you can't leverage a Arsenal, you can't leverage a Hitman Holler, you can't leverage a Shotgun Shook, you can't leverage none of these guys. They can only leverage the new class of niggas.
Why can't you?
Because
who told you that?
Yo, listen,
you going off an emphasis of them niggas being who they are? Everybody in this fucking game had leverage over their head. Even when they was in their primes, my nigga, this is a fact. I know this. They won't tell you that this is shit that a nigga won't tell you because he don't want his fucking image to be tarnished. My nigga,
Right.
all these niggas have fucking leverage on their head. That's why niggas don't fuck with niggas like me, bro. Because I'm not none of these niggas. I'm not you niggas. Outside of this, I'm getting money. In this, I don't care about all the money. The situation has to be right for me. For people to be able to see me at a high level. That's all I care about when I do this shit. So you can offer a nigga like me, just say $1,000, a $500. Nigga, I really make money. If the opportunity is right and that's something I really want to do, I'm gonna fucking do it. It don't matter the bag. A lot of these niggas really need a bag, and a lot of these niggas made it to where they deserve that bag. So I'm not mad at them, but at the same time, it be leverage over their head. Niggas done did shit with, man, I'm worth 20 now. Nigga, you taking this 10 again, though?
Talk about it. Talk about it.
The fuck? Who the fuck you think you is? I still, you know why? You know what the leverage is? Because niggas needed that to get the bag. They needed this platform to you. A lot of these niggas know that that platform made them their bag. For me, I talk crazy reckless because I feel good about it too. I can honestly say I worked for mine. I didn't need that. So everything is a respect thing. That's all I carry myself on. Like, I don't give a fuck about the other shit. These niggas don't care. Like when niggas say, oh, the niggas don't love the culture, and niggas always, bruh, the culture don't fucking love you.
Yeah.
As a battle rapper, they will love you to, my nigga, you know how many niggas, 300, 400 interviews, that nigga ass. I ain't heard I was ass in the past fucking 24 hours.
Talk about it.
50 ass fans. A nigga, I seen a comment, I had to like that shit from my How You Gonna Act page. I seen a comment a niggas put up, somebody said, whoa, Jay, when the fuck you start rapping like this? And put the fire emojis. I seen a nigga comment under there and said, what? Nigga, he rap like that all the time. It's niggas like you that do this dumb shit and put a fucking stamp or a cloud over a nigga head to make it seem like this is not what they usually do.
Right, yep.
Nigga, I've been doing, and that's why I said I knew when I did this shit with Twiz, my nigga, the marketing plan was fucking amazing. I knew what I was doing. I said, I do this with Twiz. That's my brother. That's for first and foremost. He know how I want to look. That's for first and foremost. Then I'm thinking business. Okay, Twiz hasn't really been doing any battles lately. Let's go on ahead and shake the fucking game up. Let's drop a dope ass visual in a battle now. You ain't even gotta tape an event. Just take me, my nigga. And we gonna run. I told Twiz, I said, just for you taping my shit, niggas is gonna make my bars 10 times better. What happened?
Yeah. You smoked them. I'll give you that.
But look though, y'all know how I give it up. But when you look at fans saying shit like, this the J I need, and this shit here was godlike, it's like, are you fucking kidding me? A visual from a nigga that y'all know did smack shit made y'all feel like that? Or a nigga that y'all know his name is big in the culture, now that shit made y'all say my bars was hot and shit like that? It shows me what the game is about, and that's why I did this, to prove a point. I did this Twiz shit to prove a point, bro. I could move shit when I feel like it. My man could move shit when he feel like it, and these niggas would take anything. My nigga, I said, I wrote that verse the same day I recorded the fucking B-roll, and I did this shit on the little mic. I recorded this shit the same fucking day, bro, because I know, I'm like, bro, I work so much. Bro, I'm going to do this like this, man. This is how I'm going to get the fans on my side. I'm going to eat this. Bro, I did that shit like a month and a half ago. I did that shit in like April.
God damn, that's crazy.
Like I put in that, like niggas gotta understand, investing in yourself is not a problem. Like in that situation, investing in myself wasn't a problem. I'm not paying no another nigga to get no big battle though.
Right, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'll pay my cameraman, I'll pay the theatrical stuff, but I'm not paying another nigga to rap. not paying
Nah,
Rex to rap.
I think what makes you different from most battle rappers is the fact that you're not pressed for this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it ain't right, it ain't right. You know what I mean?
Because I want to have fun. And the thing about it is, this shit was fun for me. Like, growing up, watching this shit and being in the hood, watching niggas rap outside and getting love in the hood at the rec centers and on the block. And then you see niggas like Rex and Mook on the DVD. Then you got your own DVD circle around in your hood with the Avalanches and them niggas on it. So it's just like, man, listen, I'm nice too. I want my shot to have fun. It's fun. When you rapping, that shit is fun. Like, this shit is fun to me.
Yeah.
Once this shit became a job, that's when I'm like, man, nah, I ain't with that shit. Like, certain shit became like, yo, you gotta do this. Like, this is battle rap. This ain't even the entertainment. Like, this ain't the fucking music industry.
Right, yep.
It's not. We not even treating it like that. We not even treating it like that. So it's like, man, listen, bro, this battle shit, it's like, I told niggas a long time ago. I said, this shit feel like N1, man.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you
this
something.
Shit might take its course.
What do you feel about to keep Newark going in terms of battle rap, like the next generation, like the 280Zs, the Nices, the Showtimes? Like, do you feel like they're gonna be able to keep it going?
It's hard because they from Newark. And they could rap. All the niggas you name could really rap. They don't got no character, like they don't got no certain characteristic rhythm because they really outside.
Okay.
So it's going to be difficult for all of them. I done told you shit about Nice already. That's why I start coming around, because it's like, okay, I know what I be doing out here, but I ain't out here fully no more. I got this shit working for me. I got shit working for me. When a nigga outside for real.
Are you saying, like, based off what they coming behind? Like, because they coming behind a lot of greatness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but and that's the thing too. They gotta understand. Look at what I'm going through. Mm-hmm. So you coming behind me, Red, Suge, like, bro, they're gonna expect you to be world renowned already. They expecting you to take this shit, knock it out the ballpark, and it's not like that, my nigga. It's hard for niggas to do that. Because of the bar that was set. But it's like, is it really hard for niggas to do that because of the bar that was set? Or is that what the culture is giving? Or is that what the niggas from here is giving? Sometimes we gotta ask ourselves as the battle rap, is that what we giving the culture? Are we not giving these niggas no love? Because when I look at New York, this is never a conversation for New York. You'll never get this conversation about Harlem. Like, how do you keep it going? It's going to be plenty of niggas in Harlem that's going to be ready because they seen Mook and them niggas before them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So you got Snake Eyes and all them niggas right now, and then it's going to be niggas after them.
That's a fact.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, Queens and shit like that, the Bronx, and y'all niggas, that's how that shit go. With us, it's totally different. Like, niggas don't really want to rap here. Like, niggas is making drill music here, bro. And them little niggas be like that here. Like, really like that. They don't even, son, they only fuck with us because we, like, they're OGs, because we had a name before them. They don't dibble and dab. They do different shit, these little niggas, bro. Like, they really out here in the field for real rapping. Like, we made it to where we can be in the comforts of our own circumference and do what we do. They still trying to get there. So that's why I say it's hard out here, because 280Z and them not just competing with battle rappers out here. They got to compete with the hood niggas that rap and all that shit. So if the hood don't really stamp you, like, it ain't really, like, just a few years ago, just really start saying, like, I come outside and it's really like, hey, yo, like, I need that battle from you, or when the next, da-da-da-da-da. Right, it took a long time for the whole city to be like, yo. So we go back to what you said, Peso. K-Shine was the shit that opened it up for me to where the whole New Jersey, the city even, okay, they really put, oh, all right, this nigga legit.
Yeah.
But it was left at legit because it wasn't no push behind it. But I never blamed Arse and none of them for the push, because everything was just sitting right. They had events for me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was on the cards with me to make sure that it was a high power card. So I can't never take nothing away from my niggas. All them niggas, Surf, Suge, Red, Arsh, like, they did that for me.
That's a fact.
Like,
They did.
other
They definitely did.
motherfuckers might not look at it like that, but they did that for me. Them even wanting to be on the car and say, fuck it, like, Jay on this car with us, we gonna rock out and do this. Nigga, that's big, nigga. That's very big, my nigga, because they pick and choose who they want to be on cards with, these type of niggas.
So that's definitely the fucking fact, man. And I could definitely salute Arsenal for that, because, you know, even when he got in a position, the first thing he did was tried to put on for a city. You know what I mean?
He came back immediately. He came back here immediately. Like, when he came here, I was the first nigga hit. Like, that's why I tell niggas, like you said, it was on me. And like I said, that's why me and Norbes built a relationship over years, because I started to understand what he meant, because he can see it already. That's why when niggas say, yo, is he really a talent scout? Yo, that nigga got a gift, bro. On everything I love.
I don't think anybody ever questioned Norbes' ability in terms of what he does in battle rap. Nobody ever questioned that. It's always been about him as a person. You understand what I'm saying? It's never been about what he does in battle rap.
But do you ask yourself who made niggas these animals, yo?
Nah, talk about it. What you mean? Talk about it.
Like, niggas become these type of people because they around this type of shit. And like I said, when the shit was blowing up for them, they was blowing up together.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
That whole shit, like, people gotta know the real behind the URL, bro. Like, you need to know the real.
I know that. I was literally there from the inception of URL. I was on the phone. I was on the phone with Beasley when it was just a thought. So I know how it went. And what I'm saying is, what happens is, if you put certain niggas in positions of authority, some niggas just don't know how to handle that. You understand what I'm saying? And
he was just the first to do it publicly.
Yeah.
Out of them. So let's keep it professional like that. Let's keep it professional like that. So he's the first one out of them to just get like that. Because now niggas out here wearing chains and shit, and I ain't get paid for my fucking hat back. So don't talk to me about shit like that, please. So we're not gonna play that game. Niggas walking around here with fucking $250,000 on their fucking neck, nigga. And we ain't getting no fucking residuals from the hat.
Talk about it.
So it's just that a nigga did his first, and people got to see it, and we got to judge him and beat on him and throw rocks at him. That's all that happened to him. Because when Norbes finally started becoming a better person, he was already tarnished for what he gave. You feel what I'm saying? For what we
hold on, Jay. Hold on. The last thing we seen was him getting beat up for trying to holler at a nigga baby moms. That was the last thing we seen.
That don't have nothing to do with battle rap. That has nothing to do with none of us.
That was the last thing we seen.
But we are mixing that in with battle rap.
But
that had nothing to do with battle rap.
It definitely does.
Look, the nigga that put hands on him, right?
Was a battle rapper.
And that's the same nigga he gave an opportunity to become one of the fucking biggest names that battle rap has ever fucking seen.
Jay, you're making my point right now. That's what I'm saying. You're making my point. We've never questioned Norbes' ability when it comes to battle rap. We just question what he does as a person. You're making my point. You know what I mean?
But what the fuck did that have to do with the whole league? Like, I watch people really use that as a fucking tool to say, yo, that's why he deserved to get fired. That has nothing to do with why people should go separate ways. That shit has something to do with Twerk and Norbes, my nigga. That shit had nothing to do with no fucking URL, bro.
Jay, do we need to run down a list when it comes to Norbes, my nigga? Like, really? Like, do we need to run down a list?
I'm gonna ask you like this. You want to run down a list, right? I tell niggas like this. We can run down this list. We can tarnish a nigga. We can, and I will agree with y'all on probably 100% of this shit.
Right.
But I'm gonna ask you this, right? Your league made money off of niggas that he turned into stars, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So therefore, it's dead right there. I don't even go further with niggas, because it's like, if a nigga really found, he found everything, bro. That's a household name.
Yeah, he found Geese, he found Twerk.
No, he found the culture, nigga. But we're not gonna do that. He found the culture as we know it. He didn't find Rex. He didn't find Mook. He may have not found man for iron, but he found everything that has made this culture a fucking dollar to this day. 90% of battle rap is his findings, bro. And that is a fact, and we can never take that away. Has he done fuck shit? Yes. Has he fucking done bad business with niggas? Yes. Has he showed favoritism? Yes. We know these things. But at the end of the day, when it came to putting niggas in position to eat, he did his job. He said, nigga, you're not good enough right now. Come back next week.
So
if a nigga came back next week and did what he had to do, that nigga got an opportunity later. That's what niggas won't tell you.
Let me ask you a
question.
question.
They won't tell you that. They only tell you the negatives, bro.
No, listen. No. On this show, we've saluted Norbes for his work in battle rap. We've always shunned him for the function he's done as a person. You understand what I'm saying? And hold on, let me finish. I'll let you talk. Let me finish. Character will always outweigh the work. Period.
You're right.
Character will always outweigh the work. You know what I mean? So I don't give a fuck how much work you done put in and whatever you done. The minute I find out you a pedophile, a rapist, a snake, a sucker, a cocksucker, or whatever you are, you're out of here. Period.
When you find out, right?
Yeah.
How about when you got the feeling that niggas is fuck niggas, cocksuckers, all that shit, and you see it now today? But you won't say nothing about it because it's a business. I'm looking at a bunch of niggas that's fuck niggas, bro. When I look at battle rap and I look at the head of these leagues, my nigga, if they was on my block right now, it'd be bad for niggas, bro.
That's
bad for niggas because they couldn't have a conversation with certain niggas because half of these niggas don't even get money. These league owners didn't get fucking money until we came into play. So niggas gotta chill with shit, bro. Niggas gotta be having to chill. That's why I said none of them niggas get no pass. None of them get no fucking pass. I don't care who the fuck they are. They get no pass because all of them are guilty of this shit. Every last one of them. It's that nigga was brave enough to act like he was P. Diddy or one of them niggas. Oh yeah, I do this for niggas, I do that. And we was on his ass. We got the right to. We have the right to. But what I'm saying is, do that excuse the other fuck niggas that's sitting with their feet up?
Oh no, listen. No, listen.
And you know what I'm talking about.
Battle rap is full of suckers. That ain't no secret. Battle rap is definitely full of suckers, man. And trust me.
And it broke my heart when I found out, Peso, that a lot of these niggas that we really believe in, like, to this day, we probably was like, yo, this nigga still, and they just, it breaks my heart, bro, because I'll be looking at, now the older I'm getting, it be conversation with niggas. It be the way niggas be moving, and they conversations don't even sound like grown shit. So it be like, yo, y'all niggas in the way, bro. Like, now y'all, I'm really starting to see y'all niggas been in y'all feelings. And somebody been baby.
You know what it is? Battle rap is a game where there's a lot of fish in a small pond. And niggas is trying to survive in this world.
You're right.
You understand what I'm saying? That everybody in this shit is just trying to survive. So niggas is gonna do whatever they need to do to survive.
Yep,
and that's just true. And that's just real shit, yo. So that's when the sucker shit comes into play. Like niggas like me, you, and Mercy, we gonna sit here and feel like, yo, you know what? We good with or without this shit. We go to sleep perfectly fine with or without this shit. That's not the same for a lot of these niggas in this game. They need this shit. They hold.
I know, and that's why
this shit, yo.
I know, and that's the shit that's why I said that's where the leverage come over them niggas' heads, man. Because them niggas be needing this shit. They need this shit at the end of the day. They don't have fun. Like, y'all want to have fun. Y'all want to throw a good event. If y'all feel it ain't right, y'all step away from it, bro. That's just the nature of a man and a hustle, man.
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact.
And that's what I said.
But that's why, listen.
That's why praise all these top tier niggas, but I'm glad y'all praise them for their rapping. Don't sit here and try to add all the other shit, extra shit, accolades to them. No, if they're nice for rap, that's what they fucking nice for. Half of these niggas that get all these checks, they don't give back. They don't throw tournaments when it's no fucking pandemic to give back to a new up-and-coming nigga so he could get an opportunity. They don't do this shit on the regular. They don't do this shit. Niggas ain't giving back. That's why I look at it like, yo, bro, this leverage shit always gonna be something in battle rap, bro. It's always gonna be something. It's always going to be so, because it's always going to be a broke motherfucker that really needed this shit from the bottom, that really needed. And then it's another motherfucker that he don't really need this shit, but he doing everything for clout, and he gonna find a way to get this shit done. And for the past 3 fucking years, we've been dealing with a bunch of clout niggas. Only niggas came in here and really like fought through the little shit, but we consistently seen them was the twerking god. But that's because we consistently seen them. And the Mike P's and little people like that. But other than that, bro, a lot of these niggas, nah, bro, they chasing that shit. Because a nigga can't tell me, like, if you could honestly tell me that you like Ace Amin for his rapping, and you ain't really had a battle that really stuck out to you yet, it showed me where the game at.
That's a fact.
It showed me exactly where the game at. Like, this kid has 6, 7 battles. He has not battled not one big name.
Who?
Ever. Ace Amin. His biggest battle today is Snake Eyes, bro.
But, all right, hold on. Let me say this. I like this kind of talk right here. Ace, he's learned how to hustle his way through this shit, and I can respect that. You know what I mean? Like I'm always going to respect. Listen, hard work beats talent, but hustle is always going to be hard work.
Yes, and niggas don't understand that. The hustle going to be, but this my thing. How? Let me let you finish, Peso, because I like shit like this too.
That's a nigga who came into the shit and figured out how to hustle his way through the system. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas come to this shit, they try to rap their way through the system. He figured out how to hustle his way through the system. I gotta respect that, my nigga. I'm sorry, I just gotta respect it, yo.
I feel you on that, but then it's like, okay, when you talk about the niggas that put in work,
yeah,
like your man Brooklyn Carter, you think it's fair to him?
Yep, a beast. Brooklyn Carter, a beast. It's not fair to him. Brooklyn Carter should be way further ahead than most of these niggas.
And that's why I look at it like, yo, I'm not mad at Ace for what he's doing. But there's a point in time in every battle rapper's career. Like, people look at Surf, right, and say that he did all that. Yes, he talked his way into all them shits. And every talk that he talked his way in, these were some of the biggest names that the culture had to offer. So he took the biggest fights and showed why he should be amongst.
But hold on.
This nigga can't hustle his way.
Jay, from your city, 2 of the biggest hustlers in this game, from your city, Tsu Surf and Arsenal. Both of them niggas knew how to hustle their way through this game. You understand what I'm saying?
Surf, yeah, but Surf more so. His hustle and Ace hustle is 2 different things, bro.
Listen. I watched Arsenal at the Fight Club. I watched him talk his way into battles. A no-name nigga with dreads from Newark, New Jersey, come to New York City and literally talk his way into battles. I seen it with my own eyes. So I can respect Arsenal's hustle in this shit. You understand what I'm saying?
But this is my thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
He was pulling up to these type of shits, and while you seen him talking, he had a fucking pocket full of money, and he was asking niggas to bet them and let's do this shit for real. He wasn't sitting there picking and choosing, thinking he gonna play the internet for what the fuck it is. Because this is what Ace gonna learn. The minute he lose to one of them type of names, you gotta fucking pick back up from the beginning, no matter who you are. He's not in an era where he can do what Surfing them niggas do. So even though he got the blueprint, you don't have it the same, because it's the battle rappers now are not compatible to them niggas back then. They can't fuck with a Hitman or Calico or Suge or Big T. None of these niggas are on that caliber. You got the Swans, you got the Kid. Yeah, these niggas are dope, but they're not that caliber to where you looking at the culture being shifted from these niggas. These are more great rappers. They're not culture shifters.
And I'm gonna keep it funky. At the time when Arsenal and Hollow the Dawn battle, Hollow was the better battle rapper. Arsenal was the better hustler. And Arsenal knew what to do to win that money.
Yeah, he bullied his way down.
Yeah, he knew what to do to win that money. See, that was the difference in that battle. Hollow the Dawn knew what to do to rap better. Arsenal knew what to do to win the money. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by hustle is always going to be hard work. You understand what I'm saying? Now, with all that being said, at some point, I want to see this and J400 battle now, because you've been talking spicy towards this nigga this whole interview. And I want to see
But
that
what's
battle.
this is my thing. What's the point of that battle?
Huh?
What's the point of that battle? Like, we got interviews and shit. That nigga don't excite me, man. I respect the hustler in him. That don't mean I respect the bars.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel the same exact way.
I respect him as a person outside. Like, I've done interviews with him. We've been in the same spot. I fuck with him completely as a man, as a human being, as a hustler in this game and making a name for himself. It's cool. But at the end of the day, it's like, I can't sit here and say not one ace bar because I've really never got into not one battle.
Yeah, material-wise, I'm not exactly sold on Ace either. Like, I like his energy and the way he approaches his battles, his face-offs, his interviews, but I do feel like bar-wise, he still got work.
No, but see, that's the thing. Y'all talking about shit that don't mean nothing now. He knows what it takes to get ahead in this game today, man. We can talk about bars and material all day, but clearly Son don't give a fuck about that because he knows.
But look, this leads back to what Jay was talking about as far as when you put him in front of one of those arsenals and them Luxes and them Hitmans, that's when the material is going to count.
Yo,
and it's going to show.
I'm going to tell y'all niggas like this. Bad News by far is a better battle rapper than Ace Amin. But Ace Amin knew what to do to make them judges vote for him, yo. Like,
we gonna talk about that when that shit turn off. We gonna talk about that when we turn this shit off. We gonna turn about it because we not gonna do that. And I'm not even about to sit here and let the fans get into how we get into it, but we not doing that with that shit. Because clearly Bad News beat him clearly. He did everything he had to do. The nigga had the same type of money. He pulling out money out his pocket too. Everything fit the fucking bill. You understand what I'm saying? And people looked at it as if Rita was showing Ace favoritism. I don't even think it's just that, bro. He got his hands tied into more shit than what people thinking, man. And the shit gotta be. And if you can't see it, just keep your eyes open to shit, bro, because it makes perfect sense. When I I looked at him in hands win.
Okay.
That's the only thing that made me say, yo, that they ever put me in a tournament with them two niggas, I embarrassed them. Embarrass them niggas for the bread. Because them type of niggas, that shit ain't gonna work. I've been in the game just as long as you, and I know how to finesse these niggas long as you. I've been hustling the game long as you niggas. Hands, you about to hustle. Hands about to hustle the game. You got funds to win.
I'm gonna tell battle rappers like this, yo. If you step into a tournament, you got 25,000 on the line. If you stepping in thinking, what do I need to do to rap better? You done already lost.
Yeah, you lost already, but that
you already because not what you need to do is figure out how to bracket your way through that system to get to that bread. That's what you need to be thinking about. What do I need to say to these judges to get my way to that bread, yo? That's what you need to be thinking, man. I'm telling you, that's how I go.
Some of them niggas thinking like that, and they getting jerked, bro. So what the fuck do we got? Like, I don't know what to say. Like, some of these niggas is really thinking like that and getting jerked.
My nigga, so my nigga, everybody I looked at that bracket so far won. Cause I'm looking at this shit and I know the niggas who gonna do what they need to do to win.
I mean, you looking at it from that standpoint of the professionalism and you being a part of a league owner and you knowing the game. Like, you gotta still think, and that's why I feel like battle rap is taken away from the fans. We taking away all the shit from the fans, all the good shit, like all the shit that's supposed to lead up and build up, the shit that they don't supposed to know. We just giving them too fucking much, man. We're giving them too fucking much, and it's like it's starting to show. Because it's like, yo, I understand why Ace and Hands would advance. But is it fair when niggas ain't really kicking, bro? And it's niggas that really, really is trying to do this shit for real? Like, we gotta put that shit aside, like, for certain shit, bro. Like, we can't keep doing this. Because if that's the case, there was no need for a tournament, yo.
Yeah. No,
if we was gonna do it like this, there's no need for a tournament, bro. Because what you gonna think gonna happen when you got top 10 niggas in a tournament like that with them 4 judges? Oh my fucking God, bro. Somebody's getting punched on, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a fucking fact.
Somebody's getting punched on. Somebody gonna have a crew waiting at one of these niggas' fucking hotel door. Like, yo, y'all playing with my man for this bread. Like, you were playing. See, these new niggas don't understand that because they so hungry. But what happened when you get the mid-tiers and you get your top guys and these fucking Ultimate Madnesses? Shit is going to turn up because we look at the niggas that's judging like, yo, bro, we make y'all shit. We help y'all niggas be hot. How the fuck you telling us what to do? How you telling us what's hot? How? We make your shit hot. Everybody that was on that panel, a rapper has made their shit hot.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They didn't make their shit hot.
Talk about it.
No, I'm being honest. Like, if you think 15 minutes of fame, consistency, that's why they got the backing they had. But there are certain interviews that took them to the top. Same thing as Hip Hop is Real, same thing as Champion, same thing as Angry Fans, same thing as Vada Fly. There's certain things that took them over the top. And it was always a battle rapper.
Talk about it.
All right, so
it was
so
always
Jay,
the battle rapper's talents.
All right, so because we'll be here talking all night about this shit.
Word.
Jay, nigga, we can talk to all night long, yo.
But Jay, what's in the works for 2020? Like, what you got that's coming up? I know that with the pandemic, it ain't much we could do, but you got anything else that's in the works? Social distance 3, maybe?
Nah, fuck that. I think I'm gonna chill. I'm waiting for y'all niggas to open back up, man. Y'all forgot I still got something to do over there, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you running from Chris Dubs, man. What's up?
No, I told you about that. I'll tell Peso about that. I'll tell Peso about that later. I didn't inform him. No Chris Dubs, man. Shout out to Chris Dubs. I tried to throw that one out there. Shout out to my nigga Chris Dubs, but nah, no Chris Dubs. Nah, I do. Yo, you know what it is? It's not. It's just the timing. And me and you talked about that, Mercy. The time really beat it really beat everything. And when I really wanted to do your shit, something came up, and y'all was real. Y'all kept it real for me, man. Y'all looked me out. So that's why I said I'm waiting for y'all really to open back up. I told ARP the same thing. I did have a talk with P, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully something with URL will be coming soon. But it's just gonna be working. But you know, I still got the mixtape, you know what I'm saying, coming out. We're doing an interview, but you know, got the mixtape coming out, the Strictly Business. That'll be out in like 2 weeks. I ain't put no date on it yet. The podcast coming. I decided, you know what I'm saying, who my co-host is gonna be, but I'm gonna just let that. When we do that, that's, you know, I'm gonna drop that information especially for y'all. I ain't gonna do that on here, but it's gonna be a special announcement. I'm just working, bro. Like that's really it, man. Doing some shit with Twiz, working on this 400 block documentary. I'm just trying to keep my hands busy, man. I'm trying to stay, you know, busy, man. Like,
all right, drop your social media and all that.
Stuff. Oh, you already know, man. J400 block on all social media, man. But Facebook, you know, Southwood J, man, and it's a J400 block fan page. You go follow that too, man. You already know, man. Y'all my guys. Trap New York, Peso. No mercy.
Nah, appreciate you coming on, man. For real.
Word, bro. It's always love, man.
Appreciate you, my G.
You already, bro.
All right, we out of here. Truth Be Told, episode 14.